You guys like pizza? I know I do. I love pizza. I'm Italian. I'm disappointed that since I moved out here to the West Coast, there is not a real authentic East Coast Italian style pizza out here. Would you like to have a pizza party with me? Mamma mia! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens! Mozzarella! And delicious! Make it a dollar! Roll it out the toss in the air! Pizza pie! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Delicious! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens! Salvano cheese, Salvano greasy shit, crazy meat, weird sauce. The sauce has these big chunks of tomato that are very well seasoned that are really good. Turn on the ovens and burn all the pizzas. Mamma mia! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens. Mozzarella! And delicious! Make it a dollar, roll it out the toss in the air. Pizza pie! Make it a pizza pie! Greasy shit. Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Weird sauce. Pizza pie! Delicious! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Mamma mia! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens. Mozzarella! And delicious! Make it a dollar, roll it out the toss in the air. Pizza pie! Make it a pizza pie! Greasy shit. Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Cheese. Pizza pie! Delicious! Pizza pie! Weird sauce. Pizza pie! Crazy meat. Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens. Now on to the more exotic seasonings. And these seasonings are catered more towards Italians. If you're not Italian, you don't like these kind of seasonings, you don't have to use them. But I'm Italian and I love it.
Now what does the sugar do in the sauce?
Adds sweetness, adds a contrast. If you don't, it's all going to be tartness, and you won't have any
It's going to be acidity from tomatoes.
Right, you'll have
and then
tart and it's acid and nothing else. Alright, so now we got to stir all that in, and then we add our final ingredients, and then the meat.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side flip. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. I'm half kind of European mix. European style, Asian fusion style tips. Greasy hair. Pasta once a week. The authentic style, Asian fusion style, Italian.
Guess what else we're going to add?
What?
Sausage. Italian sausage. That's going to go in here too.
I love sausage. I have had many varieties.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side flip. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. Why do you pretend to be Italian? I don't. I'm not full-blooded Italian. That'd be ridiculous for me to claim. I'm a quarter Italian. I am 1/4 Polish, and then I'm half kind of European mix.
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats 'cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Take you power walking on the beach, feasting on some sushi like you were the queen. Let me run some errands while you sleep. I can watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
In reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me, and a family, Jasper, and you know the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time. But I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously, all those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. It was, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. Like, I'm happy with who I am. You don't understand is that most of my haters and detractors are not big time guys on YouTube. Let's say I singled out one person who I felt really was harmful to me in my business for what they had said over the years, and I sued them for defamation or slander or whatever it is. Realistically, $Mouth. It's like you just fucking not.
I'ma tell you all about the snort guy. Man, baby, bitch, boy with no balls. Filed bankruptcy, but lied up on his court docs. Lives in the gated community with his son hard times. And a fucking pet horse, bro. But before I let go, let's go back in time and rack our minds to a day where Phil wasn't past his prime. To the good old days in the arcade, spending all his dimes just to pass the time. Cause at the time he was acting fine, wasn't asinine, still last in line. But hadn't really gotten to the point where he was an asshole. Oh wait, that's a lie. He was always a bitch boy, little miss bitchy, little miss hissy, sissy fit. Cause he couldn't get that Wolverine toy. If it walks like a bitch and acts like a bitch and dressed like a bitch, he probably a bitch. I'm wondering if a login seems like a possible switch, but not for the extent he can swallow a dick. And all the dents that be following him, fuck the whole damn lot of them. I'm calling in this audible, I'm calling it. This shit shouldn't even be possible. Better call that goddamn hospital, cause we gonna have a problem if we let this piggy off the hook. We slap him like a hockey pucks and Jaha just to fuck him up. And by the way, you're a closet cuck, sprouting off that gobbledygook like a lizard human probably would. Got caught beating off on camera, I hope to God it was good. Really worth that loss you took. Bitch looking ass out here robbing off folk. We better clap back, get her right back and bodying good. Hey Phil, Whatever happened to Howard and Rambo? Had them driving Civics, taking care of business while you were out getting it. Shopping for a Lambo, you didn't really get it if it wasn't there to get it. I'll admit it, you don't even want to be in the same boat. $100 each to the homies that were keeping you up, goddamn you're a lame-o. Project 7 was garbage, so regarded, even Derek wanna watch it. And speaking of Derek, his Twitter feed, you best not share it. Or his Facebook, or Insta, or Snapchat, goddamn that shit's scary. He should be in a mortuary, PDF file that ignores his parents. Goes online and sims for women, no JOI, just mind your business. Fast forward to the present, Phil still be begging, telling his dents he needs their buying. Still be lying, still drinking on that whale-tail gin, cause that's the shit he's used to buying. I'm inclined to show up at his house and set that bitch on fire. Dressing in that woman's sweater, call that shit designer. Shopping at the Baby Gap, that's probably his supplier. I'm calling Kool-Aid girl to try to get this man a diaper.
Yeah, with your Campbell's chicken noodle soup looking at his face.
Fuck you, DSP and all that shit you say. Fuck you, I hope you make less than $1 a day. Fuck you, DSP and all that shit you say. Fuck you, DSP, I'm about to storm the gates. I'ma tell you all about the snort guy. Man, baby, bitch, boy with no balls. Filed bankruptcy, but lied up on his court docs. Lives in the gated community with his son hard times.
Now all of a sudden, the camera has been turned back at him. And he's like, wait, no. What do you mean, wait, no? It's your turn, bro. This beat is so Kino. I'm about to go medieval on this American tech reviewer. He's a fucking pedo. Discord server of unspeakable evil gooning out to cuties. Then sweep it up. Like Vito, your bank account's approaching zero. So you hacked into Jay's PC and took his De Niro. Your parents take care of your kids on the D-Lo. Don't listen to your mom, cause what the fuck does she know? Make believe making beats in your parents' home. But make believe don't mean shit on the streets of Rome. Manic episode, now you feel incredible. Do something regrettable, maybe something federal. Your Dropbox is full of photos that are questionable. Don't give a fuck, time to slam another edible. Playing Elden Ring and smoking dope. Stressed by an iPad from Best Buy so you can cope. I would tell you to jump, but you'd break the rope. It's because you're too fat. Now you get the joke. This goes over your head like Evil Knievel. You're acting kind of emo. Cry harder like a baby. Gambino, you're just a childish capo. But I am Gambino. Don't you know who I am? I won workplace at Eva. Time to bring up another Zeno. Say hello to the little friend of Pacino. This is Vegas, son. I'll send you back to Reno. There's only room for one mob in this casino. Hello, my name is Phil Burnell, more commonly known as DSP or Darkside Phil on the internet.
My saving grace, my wife, is the reason why I'm so happy. Now, of course, I'm getting emotional, but did you see how angry I was before I met Kat? You saw how angry I was, right? Everything before her was another life. Everything since I met her has been the best life. My life is so much better because of my wife. That's why I think that so many people out there are in pain and are hateful and hate others and think it's okay to step on others. I gotta step on others to get ahead. I gotta hurt others to get ahead. Because you're not happy. Because if you were happy, you wouldn't want to crush others. You wouldn't need to crush others. Because you would be okay. Everything before her, my life is so much better because of my wife. Now, of course, I'm getting emotional, but everything before her was another life. Everything since I met her has been the best life. The best life. And I wish that for all of you. The best life. I really do. Now, of course, I'm getting emotional, but the best life. Everything before her was another life. Everything since I met her has been the best life. That's why I think that so many people out there are in pain and are hateful and hate others and think it's okay to step on others. I gotta step on others to get ahead. I gotta hurt others to get ahead. Because you're not happy. Because if you were happy, you wouldn't want to crush others. And I wish that for all of you. I really do.
I'm not Asian, damn it.
What the? There's a black van.
Can I see your driver's license, sir?
I don't have one right now.
Dispatch, we have a collision near Renton between two black suspects.
Huh? No, I'm not black, honestly. I can prove it. Cat, come out here. I need you to tell these cops who I am.
Allahu Akbar.
You're under arrest.
Look at that. She's huge.
Well, hello. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Duty in the house. What's poppin'? Hope everyone is doing well. Wasn't actually initially planning to stream today, but I can't stream tomorrow, so I figured why the hell not? Why not pop on and say what's up and do a little bit of dipping my toe into the vortex a little bit today and seeing what's going on with DSP and chatting with everyone. So I hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing good. I actually feel like a new man. Duty went out yesterday and got a fresh haircut finally. Yes.
Subs. Big ups, Duty. Happy Thursday. This rare thing, lol.
Big ups, Vanguard. How you doing, brother, man? Hope you're doing well, man.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money.
Fox, thank you for the 150. I appreciate that. Well, all right. First of all, I'm gonna close off this poll. Let me close this poll off. And the poll, and of course the poll is, was OIC gonna come in and save Feasting with the Pig? And it looks like 63 of you guys said yes, and 36% said no. So, big ups, 00. How you doing, brother? I hope everything's well. Let me just make sure it works before I truck along. For those on Kick, what's poppin'? Hope everyone on Kick is doing well. As requested, I added the bubble emoji and a emote. What you see there is you're gonna see a Pepe blowing bubbles. So you guys requested it. It's there, and I think I can add like 30 more emotes. So if there are any more requests, just let me know. I'll make sure to put them in there for you guys. And don't forget, channel points is on. So if you guys want to request a song or a soundbite, this one.
He's gay!
Count
5!
This one.
Eat it! Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking ass.
Retard alert!
For this
Hulk
one.
Hogan himself is actually a detractor. Phil doesn't know this, but Hulk Hogan's favorite YouTube channel
was Duty Streams.
Or one of my favorites.
Yeah, whatever. I hope your family dies in an automobile wreck.
And this one, the boot, yeah.
Look here! Look, listen! Appearing offline does not fucking stop it. So stop giving fucking advice you know nothing about.
And then, of course, music. I'll play about a minute of any song you want me to play, and there you go. Duty is back. No, I wasn't in Israel, brother. I was in Spain, brother. You know that. Come on. Stop spreading fake news. Stop spreading fake news, brother. And then, thank you, Death. I appreciate upgrading to the Only Iced Coffee investor. And hopefully, Only Iced Coffee will come out of his transformation or his shell after getting his THR therapy today. Hopefully, he'll have enough money.
That money, I really do.
To come out and save the stream. All Phil needs is $450.
Let's hit the goal, gamers. We need Duty tries it.
Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, Duty will do it for free, man. He'll do. I appreciate it. Thank you, brother, for the thank you, PS5 Gamer, for the $4.99. So yeah, I went out and I went to Spain. So I don't know if Spain is considered Hispanic, but whatever. They impregnated most of the Western Hemisphere and have a bunch of stray kids all over the place. So there you go. Yeah, I went out yesterday and Duty got a haircut. That's right. Finally got a haircut. My hair was getting extremely long. My hair was past my shoulders. I don't know if you guys know, but Duty has the luscious long locks where I'm just too lazy to get my hair cut. So I just let it grow. I finally got a haircut. I cut it down a bit. It's still long, but nowhere near as long. It's probably like about to my jawline now. So I had to cut that shit down. It was too hot. It's too fucking hot. Living in Florida with long hair is just not cool. It's probably why I never want to go outside. So I got that, feeling fresh, feeling clean. Got my fade going. And yeah, good news, no gray and haven't started thinning yet. That's right. I haven't started thinning yet, so that's good news. I still got all my hair, even though I'm gonna be 50 soon. I still have all my luscious locks, and I still got my nice chestnut highlight, my chestnut highlight colors in my hair and everything. So still looking fresh and sexy.
I've never run into this thing.
Laughing
before.
Mom, brother. Thank you for the 10, brother. I appreciate the 10.
Yeah, look, it's a money creature.
A money
It
creature.
just throws money around. What the hell was that?
You need the soundbite of DSP telling the game to STFU. I think it was Kingdom Come. I forgot.
Oh yeah, I can add that, brother. I know which one you're talking about. I know. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I can add that. I got the big Steam Deck, the XL, so I can add probably I don't know, 30 more sound bites. Yeah, I'll definitely add that. I'll add it. Thank you for the request. I'm gonna put out a thread on my post where you guys can just nominate shit. You guys nominate drops and music for the playlist and all that shit. So just let me know. No, it has to be copy free music. Duty's not getting his ad revenue taken away. I'm sorry. So I have a playlist on my YouTube channel. So you can just come to my YouTube channel here. Let me get you the playlist. Here it is. It's about 20 songs, I believe. I think I got about 20 songs in it, but I can add more songs. Here, I'm gonna pin it in the chat. So if you guys get 1,000 points, you guys can redeem it, and I'll play some music for you guys. There you go. This is all copy free music, so Duty will get all the ad revenue. Fuck that. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up ad revenue. Duty got to make up money. I lost some money during the month and a half I was in Spain, so the business is teetering. So Duty got to make sure he gets plenty of ad revenue. So, all right. So yeah, Duty got a haircut. No, Elaine, you can't cut my hair. No. I like my long hair. Plus, I'm saving it just in case when I start going bald or thinning. The long hair cover. I'll do a Donald Trump. I'll do a Donald Trump style. So I'll be all right. Yes, I am vain. I am very vain. Yes, I don't want my hair to fall out. Duty would be getting plugs or whatever I need to get. I won't be getting the squirrel hat, but I'll get plugs or something. But I'm lucky. Most of the men in my family, they keep their hair pretty long. So if I'm good to 65, 70, I'll be happy. Anything after that, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. So all right. So excuse me. Yeah, Duty got to get paid. Today is payday for YouTube, so that money will be going to be paying tuition because college is back up. That's right, the daughter's back in college. So all that money that I got will be going straight to making college payments. So thank you, DSP. I appreciate it, brother. I know you don't have a family yourself, but at least you can say that you are putting a child through college. Thank you. I appreciate it. Big ups. Big ups, DSP. If you're trying to find one thing DSP did well, there you go. You can put that on his resume of good deeds. He's managed to help several detractors put children through college and help pay mortgages. So always appreciate it. Like I said, my AdSense revenue goes to paying college. So I appreciate you, Phil. You keep being the idiot and the dumbass. You keep being that idiot and never change, brother. Because it's a great way to make some extra cash on the side. All right, so real quick, I wanted to let you know I was supposed to have one second. I was supposed to have AI podcast on the stream next week. But he reached out. He said that he's gonna have to cancel. I don't know if we're gonna reschedule or what. So more to come on that. If he doesn't reschedule for whatever reason, it's all good. What I'll do is I'll just keep looking for other people that would like to pop on. And yeah, I know one thing I would like to do this year is just have a few more guests and bring them on, chat about, whatever it is that they're doing. And it's always nice to share the load. That's right. Share the load with a co-host. Now, they're not getting paid. No, this is a no pay gig. You're gonna be like Ethan Ralph on Smart Guys. You don't get paid anything. No, I'm kidding. I usually give something to my guests.
I need that money.
There you go.
Pay my bills.
Radical Jaws, brother.
Big
Thanks for the
ups, Speedy.
$6.99.
Thanks for
Big
the
ups,
RAM
brother.
advice a few months ago. Just used it and my PC is running a lot better.
Good.
It was
There you
just a
go.
RAM issue.
It's all RAM. I mean, you'd be shocked. I mean, I know a lot of people like the standard now is like 16 gigabytes of RAM, and I'm like, no. If you can get 128 gigs in there, especially RAM is so fucking cheap. Like when I upgraded my PC, I got the Cores of Vengeance, DDR5 RAM. I think I have 5600 CL. Anything over 3200 is fine. And I think I paid for 4 sticks, 32 gigs a piece, 4 sticks. I ended up paying like $200. It's worth it, man. It makes your PC run so much smoother. You get it? Yeah, I already pre-ordered it. So I pre-ordered Battlefield 6, and I pre-ordered Battlefield 6, and I think I'm gonna skip. I think I'm gonna skip COD, man. I don't know. All right, I spoke to my brother. He wants me to. He wants me to play COD. So I usually play COD with him. So I don't know. We'll see. But I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of advanced warfare when they go into the future and you got wall jumping and all that. That's not fun. I don't know. Not fun to me. So we'll see. But I'll definitely be playing Battlefield. And if you guys want, we could definitely do certain nights or certain day streams where we could squad up and play some Battlefield for anyone interested. I know it won't interest a lot of people, but if I can get, I don't know, a couple 100 people on the stream and we'll get some people to squad up, we could definitely do the big Conquest 64, whatever it is, the 64 player mode. We could definitely do that. Alrighty. Yes, as long as support is good, that's right. If not, we're gonna definitely wage quit support. Alright. So, I guess let's get into it, really. I appreciate everyone hanging out. Thank you, and I appreciate you guys answering that initial poll. It looks like you guys do believe that OIC will be out to save the day. The whale call that he did last night will probably help save the day. So, let's watch some content. We got a little bit of videos. By the way, I got a couple of you guys DMing me about Kino Casino. I don't know what's really going on with Kino Casino. They probably just need a vacation or a break. They probably just getting plastered and are too lazy to go through clips and shit like that. That's probably what it is. I don't know. I really don't know. 128 gigs of or at least 64 gigs of RAM. You need a minimum 64 gigs. But if you can plop down the money for 128 gigs, it's worth it, man. It definitely is. It makes your life so much easier. Just like Battlefield, I'm going to wait until the reviews. for the new COD game. I still have to finish. Well, Vagra, I gotta let you know the Battlefield 5-6 is really good. It's pretty good. Based on the beta, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So I like it. It's enough to plop down whatever it is, $60 or whatever. And at that, if you have Game Pass and you have the EA app or whatever, it's cheaper. It's like $10 cheaper. So it's worth, it's worth getting, I think. I don't know. If you can get a month out of it, it's worth it. And then too, it's supposed to be out a month before COD. So if you like FPS, you could play Battlefield for a month. And then once COD comes out, play COD. Anyway, I'm interested to see how they're gonna weave in the Black Ops 7 with Warzone. That'll be interesting. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but we'll see. Can you try COD Game Pass for a month? Save you money? Yeah. Well, no. If you have Game Pass, COD is free, so you don't have to pay anything for COD. The only thing you have to pay for is a Battle Pass. But if you have Game Pass, it's free. Yeah. All the CODs are free. So there you go. Get Game Pass. Pay if you have a PC, get Game Pass for $10 a month. Play COD. If you don't like it, cancel it. There you go. Yes, get the EA app. The EA app, it's like $10 cheaper. Definitely. Yes. All right. So let's watch some videos. So as you guys know, Phil didn't have. Yes, Zombie 2. Zombies included. Yep. You get all the maps and everything. The only thing you have to pay for is Battlefield and any microtransactions and stuff like that. It's definitely worth it. I mean, Game Pass right now, $21 for Ultimate is a little pricey. It really is. Unless you really play games or like to play older games, it's kind of pricey. But you can get Game Pass PC, which is the same fucking thing. It has all the games, everything. It's $10. That's what I have. I have Game Pass PC. I bought an Xbox Series X. I don't even fucking play it. I haven't turned that shit on like a year. I have a PlayStation 5 that I haven't turned on like 6 months. So, it seems like the only time I play fucking my PlayStation 5 is if I feel like playing Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima is probably the only reason why I play my fucking PlayStation. Anyway. Alright, so you guys know our boy Phil didn't have a good day. He was tapped. He was tapped out. Well, the Dems are tapped out. The Dems are tapped out. There's just no money there. Phil doesn't understand it that we're heading to the end of the month. And, of course, the first of the month is when the disability checks come out. You know what I mean? The first of the month, just like, Bone Thugs and Harmony said, that's when the checks go out. And, sorry, Phil, man, they're just tapped out. They keep wailing out on you, and whenever you have these marathons, man, it's not going to help. It's that coupled with the fact too that isn't he gonna have a marathon next week? Wasn't he plan? What's today's date? It's the 21st. Yes, he's planning a marathon for the 28th, right? That next Friday or whatever. All right, so you know the dents are saving up their pennies. Your future stepdad and those other fucking idiots. They only have but so much, man. So it just days like this suffer, Phil. I'm sorry, they just suffer. And you're just not gonna get wailed out every stream. So last night happened. He was playing what he played Donkey Kong. No, he played Mafia on the first stream, and then after Mafia he played Donkey Kong Banana, and then of course he had his daily rap, his financial meeting, which was always great to watch. So we're gonna watch a couple videos. Let's first start by him doing his miserable Q&A, right? This was some shit right here. I don't know what was bugging him. I think maybe Cat pegged him or something. Something happened. Cat pegged him. He was upset about something. I have no clue what was bothering him. I know he was upset he didn't hit the goal, but he went into this Q and beg session with like an attitude. He was like, all right, motherfuckers, I'm gonna be here for an hour with you fucking idiots. And you guys better give me my money. I need $74 to hit the fucking goal. And if you guys don't give me $74, I'm gonna go and fish your mom. I mean, it was some serious, he was pissed. He was very entitled, yes, and he was very pissed. And the tone of it, you know what I mean? The tone of it was pretty scummy. And of course I clipped it. So let's watch that because I thought it was glorious. Because you can see just his internal hatred for the idiots that pay him. You can just see he despises these idiots. He despises knowing the fact that he has to stream for 5 whales. It just bugs him to no fucking end. And it's great. It's great. It's good to see someone because like I've always said, his true nature is one of a scumbag. Like in his true form, you know what I mean? Like if like they live, the Rowdy Piper movie, where when you put on glasses, you can see what they really look like. You can see the aliens. It's streams like this where you can actually see the aliens, and the alien is Phil, and it's great. It's like people put on those sunglasses and can see Phil for his true form, and he can't help it. You know what I mean? It's just like, all right, fuck it. And now sometimes he doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, they dent. He doesn't give a shit. You know, he's to that point now where Kino Casino gaslit him so much where he thinks he can say and do whatever the fuck he wants. I'm sorry, Phil. That little gimmick about being the king and being a turd, that's long gone, man. That's been gone for about 8 months. And of course, you fail to pivot. You always do. You always wait for the last fucking minute when it's a little too late. So, yesterday was just one of those days. So we'll watch it. I'm not gonna watch the Mafia playthrough because that was stupid. That was him. I don't even think I clipped it. That was him just bitching about the game. So, or not bitching about support. So, you get Yes, I got Battlefield 6. I pre-ordered it after the beta. I think it's worth it. I think I paid $60 for it on the EA app, so I think it's worth it. The last one I played was Battlefield 4, which is great. Battlefield 5 was terrible, and Battlefield 2042 is god awful. I'm only gonna play Conquest. That's it. I don't like Rush. I don't really like the other map. I only like Conquest. Conquest is a lot of fun. So I like being in there, being an engineer, just blowing shit up. That's a lot of fun. All right. So all right, let's watch this. This was yesterday's stream after he finished Mafia. He had an hour and a half to go before the end of his stream, before he had to go take his fat wife out on a walk, so that she can use she can go use the bathroom. And he decided to do like a 20-minute he decided to do a 28 video about his thoughts on Mafia, which no one cares. I think he probably got like 200 views on that, if that. And then he went on for an hour. And let's watch it. Let's watch Phil pull his reptilian alien skin off and show who he truly is.
We're just gonna do a hangout session for the next hour, okay? Because I'm not going anywhere. So for the next hour, let's just hang out. Let's have some Q&A. Please support the stream because now I'm done yapping there, and we're at $79. We need another 71 to hit our goal, and we want to hit the goal so we can do DSP tries it tomorrow. Okay? Let me post up that we're now gonna just do a Q&A. Let me rename it.
We're gonna get we're gonna get the Twitter bag.
What's on your guys' mind today? Here we go.
All right, Phil, dead air.
Narwhal Gaming. I'm not caring about refunds right now. DSP tries it will happen tomorrow if we hit 3 more goals, period. I don't care if there's a refund or whatever. We'll still do it tomorrow. All right? But we need to hit 3 goals.
Oh, I love this. I love this. The motherfucker spends his whole stream, right? He spends his podcast. He spends his daily rap. He spends his gameplay pausing the game to talk about chargebacks and Iron Chef Sakai and everything, right? He's literally conditioned his idiots to think this way. You know, it's not just LARPers that are asking these questions. These are dents. These are real fucking dents that they've become so conditioned to focus and talk about support. Even Jade. Like, Jade always used to talk about the game. Like, he rarely talked about anything else. He talked about the game, right? Even him, the poor fucking dude, with all of his life problems, with the shitty hand that God gave him, he's coming on stream. He's coming on stream, right? And he's talking about how are you doing with support, Phil? That's what he's doing. Poor Jade, man. The pignosis, the brainwashing has infected the poor man. The part of his brain that's still functioning, it's consumed now, wondering how Phil did on his streams. Good God, bro.
He asked me about money and goals now. First question of the stream. I don't know why this is some big thing. We're gonna do it tomorrow.
Because you make it a big thing, you fucker. You make it a big thing. 90% of your content is talking about money, motherfucker. So, you know, we can't ask you about your big fat wife, right? Because that's off limits. We can't ask you about your parents. We can't ask you about what you do outside of your, outside of the streams. We can't ask about the day off. No one can ask about nothing. So of course, when they're gonna ask you questions, the only thing you seem to focus on, we can't see the clip. What do you mean? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, damn, dude. My bad. Can you hear the clip? All right, hold on. There it is. Sorry, I was in the wrong window. Why didn't you guys tell me? It's your fault. It's all your fault. Duty did nothing wrong. All right, there you go. All right, so I got it. I was on the wrong window. My apology. All right, it was my fault. So again, Phil, we can't ask you about they can't ask you about anything. So when they ask you about the thing you care about most or what you talk about most, then you're gonna yell at them. Don't talk about fucking rewards. Don't talk about that. He's trying to keep. He probably got assurances ready. I'm pretty sure that the dickhead, Kremp or Clemp or Clap, whatever the fuck his name is, I'm pretty sure he reached out to him and said, "Look, I'm not a detractor. I want to have an interview with you. That's why I gave you the money. I'm not going to do chargebacks, right?" That's probably what ended up happening. So he knows that he's going to get paid for that money. Now the funny thing is if Kremp actually does a chargeback after the fact. So he probably wanted Phil to play the Ballad of Gay Tony. After Phil starts playing it, he'll do the chargebacks after the fact. I mean, that would be the funny thing to do. But I think he got assurances. So instead of not counting that goal that should be counted to the stream because someone did donate, right? He's holding that off, hoping that OIC or whoever will come in and drop $300 of additional support. Like he thinks, what? No, he actually needs 450, right? Doesn't he 3 goals? He needs 450, and in actuality, he only needs 300 because he already got the 150 from that Dent Kremp or whatever the fuck his name is.
I play Street Fighter 6 at all.
What's up, Mimsy? How you doing? Someone asked yesterday.
The wizard, what's in the past is in the past. All of us
have
have moved on from the past.
He was in a pissy fucking mood yesterday. He really was in a pissy mood yesterday. Like that's why I'm bringing this up. He's upset and pissed off. Like again, he bitches and complains, right? That the only thing that they bring up are either money or memes, right? What are you gonna talk about? And then when someone brings up a game that he's not playing, he screams at them and bitches at them and says, "I'm not thinking about that game. Why are you bringing up that game?" Like it's always something is always a problem with this fucking dickhead. And that's what tells me he doesn't give a shit about his fucking viewers. He's just like, you know what, just give me fucking money. How about we sit here in silence? You know, he reminds me of a parent who has a very loud child where they want to play the quiet game and just say, let's play a game. You sit here and be quiet for the next hour, and if you can manage to do that, you win. You know what I mean? That's what he wants to do. He wants to play the be quiet game, but with money. Be quiet, but make sure to throw donations my way. That's what he wants to do.
We don't talk about to each other, so there's no point in ever bringing it up again. Please stop trying to rehash the past and or beat the dead horse. It's dead.
Again, so I think someone asked him about John, I think it was. Someone said something of, I don't remember what the question was, but they just asked him a generic question about John's friend. Like, would you be willing to do something with John or something like that? Or is there a possibility you and John can reconcile? I'm not sure what the question was, but it triggered him. It triggered him. And it normally wouldn't trigger him, but it did because he wasn't hitting the goal. That's the overlying thing here. He didn't hit the goal. Yeah, Rambo. John Rambo, yes.
No, I've not tried installing a currency conversion extension for my browser. I wouldn't even know how that would work. I don't think it would work.
Yes,
it's easy to do what I do when I count stuff on the stream. It's not a big deal.
No, but you pause your fucking stream for 5 minutes.
I'll be doing CVS 2 tomorrow night. Satan, he says, why don't you play it now? Because I don't have an hour to even play. It wouldn't be enough time. It wouldn't be significant enough time to play it. So.
No, because again, he's under this impression. He's under this impression that people like Q&A sessions, even though he already did a Q&A session on the podcast, right? And he talks to them nonstop. And once the game is finished and the stream is finished, he spends another 10 minutes doing another kind of Q&A session. Maybe people are just tired. Maybe they've asked you every question, Phil. You've been streaming for how many years now? 7 years live streaming. Maybe, just maybe, people just run out of questions to ask you. And then he
I
gets
need
upset
those
when they
money, I
ask him
really
like
do. I
the
need
same
that
questions
money
over and
for my
over again.
bills.
Fucking guy.
Any more DSP tries it, he'll need a sports bra for his takeout tits.
Jordan, thank you for the 5, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, them tits are getting kind of big, man. It's why he now he leaves his shirts open. You notice he never buttons his shirts back up. He leaves them wide open because, man, when he buttons those shirts, man, the titties just scream out. He got bigger titties than Cat. I'm pretty sure, like, he's like a C. He's a good C cup. So his titties are bigger than Cat's titties. I mean, Cat just have, fat. That's not really titties, but he's bigger chested than Cat, man. That's some shit when you got bigger tits than your wife. Yeah, you gotta do something about that. Those man tits are just sagging. It was funny. I was watching someone where they were trying to give Phil advice, and they said something to the effect that Phil should get on testosterone. He should get on hormone replacement therapy, testosterone, HDR, and that he should start working out and just get yoked and big as fuck, and then just go around and start, doing live streams and harassing people. That's some good advice there, Phil. I think you should probably do that, man.
No, I would not go to the mafia for help with anything. What would the process of visiting Italy for real be like? I don't know. I've never been. Don't know anything about it. Will I be playing OG Resident Evil 2 and 3 that just released on PlayStation? No plans to do that right now. Maybe somewhere down the line. It is good that they're accessible now. Does the casino's recent flop of a stream bring any happiness to you? I don't know anything about that. I don't watch Kino Casino. I don't care about them.
Sure,
I really don't give two shits.
Come on,
I don't care
Phil.
if they succeed or flop. I don't. They have no impact on me whatsoever.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Phil. I mean, come on, brother. Pro Jared. Remember that tweet, or remember that Pro Jared did something, right, years ago. And that set you off. It pissed you off so much to the point where, like, 10 years later, when he had his little controversy, Pro Jared, you decided to clap back and make a big thing of it, and you still throw it to his face to this day. All simply because he made fun of you. He made fun of you once, and you couldn't let that go. And we really think you're not gonna let the whole Kino Casino thing go. You're just sitting there waiting for something big to happen. You're waiting for like some controversy, either Worski, I don't know, Worski starts Coke again, or PPP shows a starfish again. I don't fucking know. Something like that, something big, so that you could just completely throw it in their face, right? That's what you're waiting for, Phil. He did win. That's right. Pro Jared did win in this face because it came out that the bullshit that Phil was talking about wasn't true anyway. So he tried to clap back at someone with shit that wasn't even true. Yeah, look at that face.
No, I haven't done any long form reacts this year simply because there's no demand for it.
There's no money.
If you
for
haven't
it.
noticed, no one is asking
no
me
money.
to do long form react stuff at all.
That's a lie, Phil. That's a lie. We have Ava Cowboy Fan, aka Derek, who's been asking you for fucking that for react content for the longest, right? We have people that actually came on about a week before the Gamescom thing, where they specifically told you should react to this, and you said no because every time you react to that shit, it doesn't make you any money. So don't sit there and say no one's asking for it. You mean no one's paying for it? That's what you mean, all right, motherfucker? Let's not forget that you have a whole channel called DSP Reacts that you actually charge a $5.99 membership for. That the only thing you put out there is when you fucking gorge on DoorDash. That's the only thing out there, and you expect people to give you $5.99. And I'm hoping that no one's fucking doing that. The only person that's probably still doing that is maybe fucking Slayer. Slayer's probably the only idiot still giving you $20 for the Ultra membership for that dead ass channel.
More people are saying, hey, will you play this game? Will you play this game? Will you play this game? Notably, I'm getting asked that right now. People are more interested in seeing me play games than do reacting, so that's why I'm more focused on games right now. Stay Mossy, we've already talked about Justin Wong's video about 17 times in the last 2 days. I'm not bringing that up again.
Oh, really, Phil? Oh, really? Oh, really, Phil? Didn't you bring it up on your fucking earlier podcast where someone brought it up and you said, oh, yeah, I heard he had nice things to say about me? Why are you annoyed now, Phil? Why are you annoyed, brother? The only reason you could be annoyed, Phil, is one, Cat probably, yelled at you because you did something stupid. Well, I'm pretty sure that Cat finally got a hold of the 666 podcast, right? And she saw what Phil did. and she probably yelled at him and made him eat shit all day long. And she probably saw I'm pretty positive that she got wind about the DM, and she was able to read the DM. And the fact that he put all his fucking business out there about his fat wife and her medical conditions and the fact that she can't plop out any kids, I'm pretty sure that she made Phil eat shit for weeks. Probably still making him eat shit. Master, thank you. Appreciate the 1 membership. Thank you. And if you did get that membership, please make sure to thank Master for being very generous. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Cat and Jasper are good today. All right, can we get some support on the stream, please? We got 79 bucks of support, and it froze. We need to hit the goal this stream. We absolutely positively need to hit the goal this stream if we're going to do DSP Tries It this week. We can't have a stream where we don't hit a goal. So please, let's get some support for the stream today. Mario Kart World just gifted a sub. Thank you, Mario Kart World, for that. That's your second sub of the stream. So now we're up to 84.
84.
And climbing. Let's keep that momentum going. Let's get a super chat right now.
Going,
and let's get a membership. And let's get a tip. Let's get one of each to get momentum rolling so we can hit this goal today.
By the way, I love the moral support.
Okay,
that's great.
guys, let's get some more support. Come on, let's get a super chat right now. Let's get someone to give 1 super chat right now.
All right, so he was morose for about 45 minutes of this thing, right? He was very verbose. He was treating people like shit. He was short. He was curt. The only times he sort of gets excited, is when he's talking about money. So this is a little clip here. But of course, he reverts back. Since the money didn't come in for him, he reverts back to being the turd that he normally is.
And let's get someone to do a tip. Let's get a little bit of momentum rolling because I have about a half an hour left on stream.
Yeah,
and
he'll definitely
again suck if we don't hit this goal right now.
Yeah, I talked about Grand Theft Auto 6 on my video from the Daily Wrap. I can't wait for him to play that and him where the support after about 3 or 4 streams where the support kind of dies off. I want to hear how, the pacing of the game is fucked up, or how the game has too much content, or the map is too big, or some bullshit like that where he tries to blame everything, right? I can't wait for that to happen because we all know, Rockstar pretty much puts out some pretty polished fucking games. They rarely have too many issues, or even if the issues that they do have aren't fucking game breaking or whatever, it's shit that you can live with, pretty much every Rockstar game, right? So that's going to be great to hear what excuse he has. I mean, it's not something you play online, right? It's a single person game, right? We'll see. We'll see. We'll get to that because I think we're gonna have a lot of great podcasts when it comes to covering the GTA 6. It's gonna be great, and that's next year. So, but we have it pinned. I have it on my calendar to wait when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, and just the fuel of content we're gonna get for that playthrough.
It's going to suck. I'm not going to lie. I really wanted to hit the goals this week.
Wait.
Again, suck if we don't hit this goal right now.
Wait. Let's hear how things suck. I heard it.
Let's get a little bit of momentum rolling because I have about a half an hour left on stream. And it would, again, suck if we don't hit this goal right now. It's going to suck. I'm not going to lie.
Why?
I really wanted to hit the goals this week
suck?
so we could do a DSP Tries It before the end of the week. We have to hit the goal on this stream.
Why? Why is it? Wait a minute. Why, Phil? You talk out of both sides of your crooked fucking mouth, okay? You talk about how successful you are, how you're happy with the income that you're getting, right? Everything's positive, right? And then you're gonna sit here and bitch and complain that you're gonna be upset if you can't do feasting with the pig. Why? Again, I thought that wasn't a reward for you. I thought that was a reward for your dents. So if no one's willing to pay for it, then they probably just don't want it, right, Phil? I mean, it's only logical. If someone doesn't want something, they're more than likely not gonna pay for it. So just move the fuck on. and I'll get into it in a little bit because he pissed me off. I actually put a challenge out there for him because if he's truly concerned about his dents not getting their rewards, I actually can solve that for him. And I did. I solved it for him. Let's see if he's willing and open to take my advice. Because, and long story short, my advice is, Phil, if in the Daily Wrap, he was bitching and complaining about how on one stream he'll get $200, right? Which isn't, it's only one goal because he didn't hit the magic 3 number. And then on the first stream he only made $100, right? Where that's only one goal for the day, even though he made $300, right? So I said, all right, Phil, if you're so concerned about not hitting goals and rewarding your dents, why don't you do a daily cumulative goal? Right, Phil? So if on one stream you get $200, right? You count the 150 for one goal, and then you carry over the $50 to the night stream, and then that way all you need is $100 to hit a second goal. Why don't you do that, Phil? That way you make $300 in a day, you get 2 goals, and everything's good, right? I mean, you get to eat out your DoorDash. Your fat wife's happy because she gets to eat her fucking, you know, stuff her face with food, right? You get to do more. You get to do multiple ones probably daily, right, Phil? It's like win-win for everybody. And best of all, the detractors, there'll be less W's for the detractors. Because you know every single time you don't hit the goal, Duty's going to make a video laughing at you that you didn't hit the goal. And of course, Phil's main concern is making sure that Duty doesn't get a W. Right, Phil? Doesn't that make sense? Doesn't that make sense? Snarky, do I owe you something? If I owe you something, send me an email. When I went on vacation, I was gone for 6 weeks. A lot of shit just fell off, and on several podcasts, I've asked people if I owe you something, just send me an email. So that I make sure that I put it and send whatever I owe you. Just don't lie though. I don't want to get 1,000 emails telling me that I owe everyone something. So just send me an email. We're gonna use the honor. We're gonna use the what do people say? We're gonna use the honor rule or the honor whatever. So please, no toxic. I know you're lying, brother. So Phil, why don't you do that, brother? Why don't you do that, brother? Seriously, man. If you're really concerned about your dents and not getting the rewards, do a cumulative goal for the day. Carry over the cash, and that way, you know, if you get 200 on one stream and 100 on another, that's $300 in a day. That technically should be two points or whatever. Honor system. Thank you, Snark. I appreciate that. That should be two rewards. You know why he won't do that? You know why he won't do that? Because of course, he won't get extra money. He won't get extra money. If he gets $200, he just wants to count that as one goal. That way he'll have a begging tool for the next stream. Where if he needs 3 goals, he'll be like, well guys, we got $200, but that's only one goal. So we still need to get 3 more $100 and make sure it's $150 per stream minimum. That's the reason why he doesn't do that. That's why he won't do a cumulative goal. Now eventually if support starts drying up, then he might do that because he figures, well, support's drying up anyway. I might as well not give detractors a win, right? So he might do that, and then maybe he'll start counting moral support. Maybe he'll start like for every 1,000 moral support you give, he adds $10 to the stream or something. I don't know. Or he can start counting the money he gets for streaming, because again, it's all about keeping up the delusion that he's successful. That's all it is. That's all it is. All right, let's keep going. But Phil, I challenge you. If you're on this stream lurking, which you probably are, I challenge you, brother. I challenge you. You should do that because that way everyone wins. And truly, every penny that these dents, every tax dollar that these dents give you, right? Because that's what it is. Most of this is tax money. It's your money. You're actually giving Phil money because your disability checks and welfare checks that they get, they're giving it to Phil, right? That way, Phil, everything is accounted for. All right. And everyone's happy. And Duty gets content because then I can mock you for it. I can mock you for being pitiful and sad. that you need to count for every penny just to say you're successful. So everyone wins. The Detractors win, Phil wins, the Dents win, and Scopely wins. Most of all, Scopely wins. So, and Cat wins. Cat gets fucking free food, bro. It's amazing.
Cydia says, is your memory good enough to remember the first 10 games you ever played and you could do a nostalgia marathon? Yeah, okay. I'm waiting for more questions. You guys give me rapid fire questions, I give you rapid fire answers.
No, you fucking moron. That's another thing.
If you increase the quality of...
That's another thing that pisses me the fuck off. It pisses me off to no end with this guy. He'll sit there and bitch and complain when someone tips him $1, and they have this long paragraph, and he bitches and complains and says, I'm not going to read all that. That's too long for $1, and your question's too complex, right? He'll sit there and bitch and complain about that. But if someone gives him a very succinct question, like, Phil, what are your thoughts on gay marriage, right? Right? To him, he'll sit there and complain and say, well, that's a simple question, whatever, I'm not going to get... But you know what I mean? You're the streamer, bro. You were the streamer. You're supposed to make this entertaining. And again, his mindset is, no, I'm not supposed to make this entertaining. You're supposed to give entertaining. You're the ones that's supposed to suggest what games I should play. You're the ones that should give me the questions so that I can answer. God, he uses a different argument every time based on the scenario, you know, and half the time it's contradicting something he said previously. It's crazy. It's just insane, and it bothers me to no end that he has to be such a lazy, hypocritical douchebag. Like, this was an hour long. Why couldn't he fire up a game? Literally, why couldn't he fire up a game? Why couldn't he fire up Mario for an hour? He could have did that. You know, but that would have showed, look, I know people are asking me to play Mario Kart. Here, I'm going to play it for an hour. And, you know, maybe Dents would have supported it. But no, he can't do that. Because, of course, he was worried that, you know, detractors would get on and start, you know, creating names like Pandalise17 and shit like that. And people would mock him and laugh at him. He's the most thin-skinned person there is. He's so thin-skinned. Yeah, or he could have put on... No, he can't do Soykadent. Because then the Soykadents people that like the game, they would have bitched and complained if they weren't there to watch. But Mario Kart, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? That's kind of a throwaway game that you can play whenever you want. He could have fired that shit up, and Dents would have loved it. And I'm sure people would have come to watch it. People would have popped on the stream to watch him get fucking felted. Yeah, it would have been great. But no, Phil can't do that. That requires actually some thought.
Give the questions, I'll increase the length and quality of the answers. Caterade did a $10 super chat. Thank you, Caterade, for supporting the stream. Seriously, I appreciate that. There's been 25 minutes of Q&A. We finally got a contribution.
Oh, Phil.
We're now at 94 of support with about 25 minutes left on the stream. Please support the stream. Let's hit the goal.
Yeah,
how do you feel about Nintendo Switch 1 on... I did enjoy it.
He was planning to go overtime.
Guys, we're at 96. Let's go to 100 right now. Someone do $4 contribution. 1 sub, a membership, a super chat, a tip. Let's get to 100 right now. Let's hit that 100. And then we have the home stretch to go, but let's get to the 100 immediately. Let's do it. Who's going to do it?
I don't think he hit the 100, did he? I think he ended at 93
No,
bucks.
I never really played Mario Party. Never was interested in it. We got over the $100 hurdle. Now, the home stretch. Okay, right. Let's get to 150, hit that goal, get another goal hit, 18 out of 20. That way we can do DSP tries it tomorrow. Come on. Caterade, $5 super chat. Thank you, Caterade. Would you like to see a Spyro 4? Any chance of returning to Hollow Knight? Hulk also did. Can we get someone else? Come on, someone step up. Let's go. Let's hit this goal right now. Let's crush it. Let's crush the goal immediately and hit it right now.
I have to go.
And then we can relax for the rest of the stream. Let's go.
Cat has to go for a walk and go to the bathroom.
Let's get some subs right now over on Kick. Let's get 5 subs on Kick.
Did he get 117?
Let's get a big, juicy tip.
You got 110.
Come on. No, I'm not getting the Xbox ROG Ally. Why would I? What the hell would I do with that thing? No, see, that's it. I don't have contact with any of my other family. Like, did I have cousins, like second cousins and stuff who I grew up with?
This is so sad right here. This little segment, he starts talking about his family. And it's demented. It really is demented. It's extremely demented. I want to share. We're going to have a little bit of Bible time after Phil says this. We're going to have a little bit of Bible time. I think Phil needs some Bible. He needs some Jesus in his life. The dude's going to whip out his online certificate, and I'm going to give this guy some religion after this.
My other family, like, did I have cousins, like second cousins and stuff who I grew up with? Yes. I haven't talked to them in decades. There was this at one point there was this giant disconnect within my family where all of my family members started bickering with each other, and I didn't want to be a part of it. So I was like, I'm just going to do my own thing. And that was it. Like, I have no clue where they are, and I don't care. To be frank with you, I have my own life going on, enough going on. I don't need to be worrying about other people.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
Do we know how many Yit subs he has?
Hold on a second. All right, so I think he talks about this again on the night stream, I think. But Ice, thank you for the 2. I appreciate it. Do we know how many YouTube subs he has? YouTube subs, yeah, he has 216,000 subs. Now, when he came back to YouTube in 2021, I think he had 196,000. So literally in 5 years since he's been there, 5 years he's been on YouTube, he's managed to get an additional 20,000 subs. 20,000 subs in 5 years, which is pretty pathetic. And you know most of those are troll accounts. I mean, come on. Everyone here, we have 450 people here. How many of you guys have created troll accounts to troll on Phil? At least 1 or 2 for every single person here. So the vast majority of them are troll accounts. Like I always tell someone, if you create a troll account to troll Phil on YouTube, and you have to sub to his channel to talk on his channel, I always say after he bans you, just unsub. Just unsub, that way he loses the sub count. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. All right, so real quick right here, poor Phil here, right? He talked, this was the 2nd or 3rd time he mentioned family. I think during the trucker stream, American trucker stream, he did talk about his family, and it was very depressing. And this right here is extremely depressing here, where he talks about apparently his family had a huge fallout. And of course, Phil was too busy to give a shit about the fallout from his family. You know, family members that he saw every other, so often. He had holidays with them. They had family outings. I'm assuming they probably did reunions. You know what I mean? Oh, memberships? I don't know. I really don't know. I've been tracking his memberships for quite a while. I think that's a number we can probably Ice. That's a number we can come up with. I mean, Jay Gannon on YouTube, on Twitter, he tracks all of the memberships, subs, and everything. We could probably get a rough estimate of how many subs he has. Not many. That's the one thing that ever since the Argentinian detractors came in, they wiped out his grift. They wiped out that grift of being a member, because most people know, why should I pay for a membership if someone from Argentina is going to come in and give me one for free? So I doubt he has that many members. Right now, he's relying on super chats and subs from Kick. That's what he's relying on. Didn't he have a cousin that lived with him? Yes. What was her name? Melissa? Is that her name? Does anyone know? What was Phil's cousin's name? Melissa. I think her name was Melissa. Yeah, it was Melissa. Yes. So apparently she got into drugs, and her mom and dad kicked her out when she was 18. And Phil, of course, has no clue what happened to her. Yes, Melissa the druggie. That was the last thing I heard about Melissa, but he treated her like a sister, I guess. That's what he claims. I don't know. Anyway, so let's get back to this. So, of course, Phil, someone talks about his family or whatever. She's on fentanyl. Oh, good God, yeah. That's rough. Fentanyl is a hell of a drug. So, someone asked her, and he sat there and he was just nonchalant about it, didn't give a shit. He was just like, I have my own family, I guess, whatever. I have my own cat and my pet or whatever, and that's plenty for me. I mean, he has this delusional mindset that, once you get married, then that becomes your sole family, and everything else, basically, the NPCs in your life basically go away. They just go away, and you don't care about. And you could just tell he has zero empathy whatsoever. I'm pretty sure that the breakup or the family feud, I'm pretty sure that really impacted his mom and dad. That's some shit. That's some crazy shit. When you have a big enough brawl or fight where you disown your family, that's serious shit. You know what I mean? That's not something that just goes away. And Phil's just like, oh, I was too busy playing Street Fighter or whatever, and I really don't give a shit, and I don't care. I have my own problems to deal with, right? And he's over in whatchamacallit, right? And he talked about how he literally just didn't give a shit and didn't bother to care. Now I'm gonna give Phil a little bit of Bible here. Let me just pull it. Let me just pull it up here. So let me just get my Bible out. Let me get my Bible out. 1 second. One second. I'm pulling it up on my app. That's right. Duty's pulling it up on my app. All right. Okay. So the passage that I want to reference here. You guys ready? You guys got your Bible? It's in okay, I'm going to be reading not reading, but the passage in reference is the Sermon on the Mount, right? This is when Jesus was on the Mount and he was preaching to his disciples and over 5,000 people. Right? He was preaching, right? And the one thing that he brought up was he talked about he was talking about loving your neighbors, loving your enemies, loving your neighbors, blah 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 blah. You shouldn't hate them, you should pray for them, right? And then there was a small little piece in there where he talked about a specific group. He said, "Blessed are the peacemakers, because they will inherit heaven," right? He was talking about peacemakers. These are people that try to they try their best to keep peace with people, and they're even willing to get in the fray and try to reconcile differences, especially with your family, right? You know what I mean? Like if you were to hear that your mom and your dad have a fallout with their cousins or your aunts and uncles, you know, you would probably think to yourself, all right, well, let me find out exactly what happened. And let me see if I can bridge that gap.
Check out the Taken L's channel. It does a 5-episode deep dive into Phil's mental issues.
Oh, yeah, oh, you're talking about Taken L's? Oh, yeah, Taken L's is great. We watched the first 2, I think it was. So, yeah, definitely. I know he has more content. Shout out to Taken L's. He did have someone, a psychiatrist or someone that came on to actually, that had some expertise. And yes, it was great. We did a stream of that, and I think we looked at the first 2 videos. It was great. So thank you, brother. I appreciate the $4.99. So again, Phil, you know, the Lord himself, Jesus himself, gave a blessing.
I need that money.
The peacemakers. The peacemakers.
Shame he's not into big women or any women.
Oh, he's into cat. I mean, well, he's kind of into big women because he likes to trap them. You know what I mean? He figures that's a prison. That's a prison for them. So he just wants a mother. That's what he wants. He wants a mother. He wants someone to be there to cook and clean or whatever, because he never grew out of that phase of his life. To him, he sees women as more of a like servitude. They're beneath him. That's why he calls them sluts and bitches and all that. You know, they're beneath him, and they're really just there to serve him. I'm telling you the honest truth right there. That's how he sees women, right? So anyway, so Christ, Jesus himself, the Lord, you know, gave a blessing and said, dude, this is a blessing, man. You know, you truly are a servant of Christ if you are one of these peacemakers. And I know myself, I try to be a peacemaker. I do. I try to mind my business, but occasionally you do have to intervene, and especially with loved ones and family, and you try to be a peacemaker, right? Because you want people to coexist, and you want people to be happy, and you don't want people to, you know, to have anger and bitterness or whatever, right? So not Phil. Phil takes the opposite tact. Phil says, you know what? I'm going to move 3,000 miles away and fuck them. Fuck all of them. I don't care what happens to any of them. They can all, you know, eat shit and die, right? They can all, like Phil likes to say,
eat it.
They can eat
Give me
it.
your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking ass.
And the reason probably that happened was because if you listen to Phil, when Phil was a kid, when he talked about his childhood, he talked a lot about how, you know, his godmother, his aunt, he had other relatives that really weren't relatives, but they were close family friends. They were considered aunts and uncles, right? And he talked about how they would go to their houses and they would give him gifts and they would dodo after him because, of course, Phil was the only child of Dave and Linda Burnell, right? So, you know, that was great. To him, that was awesome. Oh, yeah, you know, he was involved and wanted to make sure that they went to, Aunt Michael's house, Uncle Michael's house every Christmas, because he wanted to make sure he got some video games or some gift cards or whatever, right? He was concerned there. But as soon as he got old enough to kind of do his own thing, and he was busy with Street Fighter and doing whatever the fuck he was doing, he was in college at the time.
I need that money. I really
then
need that money.
He didn't give a shit what happened.
I'm praying Cat divorces Phil so we can see the red pill Phil arc.
Oh God, yes, definitely. That would be amazing. And Brendo, I appreciate the $4.99. Yeah, he would turn into Pastor Eric. If you don't know who Pastor Eric is, Google Pastor Eric Miller, and you're probably going to see something happened 2 years ago, a fallout between me, him, Snore Hogan, King Sly, which was great. It was the Pastor Eric saga, which was amazing. It lasted about 3 months. It was great. It was amazing content. But then after that happened, he imploded. He lost his chance, and he lost his. I think he lost his monetization, and then he could no longer grift being a DSP detractor because no one would watch him because he went insane. And then he became one of these red pill individuals. Apparently his wife divorced him. It was insane. So right now he's a red pill person. He talks about how women are garbage and they're terrible, while he also preaches about Jesus. It's some amazing shit. So the Sermon on the Mount, Phil, actually there's a blessing to individuals, to peacemakers. And Phil says, fuck that, I'm taking the opposite tack. And again, it shows his selfish nature, where they really can't do anything for him, so why should he care? You know what I mean? Oh, they're not gonna buy me anything. They have no bearing on my life. You know what I mean? Like that's all gone. When there were presents and things that he can get out of that relationship, then yeah, he probably cared. He cared to the extent to make sure that gravy train didn't let up, right?
I need that
but
money.
now that he's older, he doesn't give two
my
shits.
bills.
I'm pretty sure his mom
Cat's
is
long
probably
gone.
still sad
Ups
about
duty.
it. Oh, Cat, yeah, Cat is the. I do. I know I meme about it a bit. I'm about 75% sure that she's probably gone, and they're sharing custody. They're sharing custody of Jasper.
I need that money to pay my bills.
I think that's really what's
Be
going on
careful,
there.
anyone could be ICS in his chat, lol.
Yeah, Rob, thank you, brother, for the 5. I appreciate it. And the Fat Man, brother, thank you for the 2. I appreciate that. It's true. It is true. You don't know with these fucking people. Iron Chef Sakai could be fucking OIC. Who the fuck knows? It's insane. I don't know what these dents love about LARPing as different people. It's like they have multiple split personalities. It's quite insane. I think she's gone. I'm 75% sure that she probably got an apartment. She moved out. And I have a feeling Phil's probably convinced her, because she's not the brightest. She's not that bright. He probably convinced her, look, if we get a divorce, or if you divorce me, it's going to be in the news. The detractors are going to know. They're going to fuck with us. That's a lot of money we have to pay for. This is in Phil's eyes. So don't divorce me. You can just live separate from me, and I'll pay for your rent, right? And then we'll share custody of Jasper. So when you go work your 3-hour-a-day shift job, I'll watch Jasper. You notice the one thing that really changed recently with Phil is before he would say, oh, my wife's home, I'll be back. He would go for like 2 minutes and come back just to check on her, to make sure that, she didn't, I don't know, fucking, get caught in something or whatever, just to make sure she didn't hurt herself. And he would go for 2 minutes and then he'd come back. Now he has to take this extended break out of nowhere, almost as if he has to go downstairs and try to butter Cat and make her try to come back, to the house. So he spends 10 or 15 minutes crying and saying, don't go, please, I'm ordering DoorDash, why don't you stay? And she's just there to pick up Jasper, because of course Jasper's the babysitter. I mean, Phil's the babysitter of Jasper when she's working. And then you notice he comes up and he's always a bit saltier, like he's upset and salty about something. I've noticed that a lot about him recently. And you notice that too, he started talking about, oh, we're gonna go on a walk. He's been going on a walk with Fat Cat. I think that's to try to convince her that he's changing. Look, honey, I'm gonna help you lose weight. Come back. Come on. Let's go for a walk. We'll both be healthy. I'll no longer keep feeding you DoorDash, unless you want DoorDash. I have a feeling something like that weird is going on. You know what I mean? And I think he took a break with this feasting with the pig too. Not feasting, with the Q&A session. That's probably why he came back grumpy as fuck, man. Yeah, I'm like 75% sure. I'm about 75% sure she moved. She's out. She bounced. And if she hasn't bounced, eventually she will. I mean, I'm sorry. No woman in her right mind, or any kind of mind, would live in this situation. It's insane. It's just insanity. It's crazy. All right. So back to the message. Yeah. I mean, Phil, come on, brother. There's a blessing out there for peacemakers, man. You should care. And I'm pretty sure that your mom now, in her older age, let's not forget that Phil's mom has been dying for the last 7 years or 8 years. When you get older, you start reflecting on shit like, oh, was I a good person? Did I mistreat anyone? Is there someone that I wish I can reconcile with? She's probably thinking about these things if she's a normal person. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe she's not a normal fucking person, but I'm pretty sure she is. Okay. So you would think that, you know, she's probably wouldn't like to fix those things. But you think Phil even inquires about any of that shit, or even has a remote inkling? No, because when he calls her, all they talk about is his streams, how much money he made, about detractors. Poor Linda probably asked him and shit, and say shit like, why do you it's just a LARP moment. The locals have a habit of referring to themselves in the third person. It's a very common thing. Cyrax does it a lot. King Cobra does it a lot. Bill does it a lot. Wings does it. It's just a common local trait, and it's something I picked up just to LARP on them. So, Linda's not dead, by the way. Linda's not dead. I can confirm that our girl Linda is alive. She is. She's alive and well and getting packages from QVC. She's getting her weekly QVC, and that hasn't stopped. So she's not dead. No, she isn't dead. I can tell you the truth. I can confirm that she's still kicking it. She's still kicking it in Renton. So her choice of drug is QVC. QVC, yes. And I'm not gonna get into why, but I just know. I know that she's been getting enough shit that was there. It was always. I know, brother. I'm just LARPing, brother. I'm sorry if it bothers you. I know some people it bothers them, but I'm just LARPing. I try not to do it that much, but it becomes a habit. You know what I mean? Like when you constantly, like I find myself saying a lot of DSP-isms. You know, I'll tell my wife. I'll tell my wife momentum out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like we'll be talking about something, and I'm like, yeah, hopefully we get some momentum. Like, dude, she'll be looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about, momentum? You know, and I don't know about you, man, but I have a bad habit. Also, songs. I sing these songs all the fucking time, man. All of these DSP songs, like Pizza Pie. Oh my god, Pizza Pie. I was singing the Pizza Pie song, and my wife was just like, "What? What are you doing? What are you singing? What's Pizza Pie?" And I started laughing, and I was just like, "Oh, it's just a song that stuck in my head." And she was like, "Well, what song?" You know. And I played it for her, and she looked at me like I was insane. She was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was just like, oh, it's just a meme. It's a song that was created, Phil, DSP. And she heard DSP, and she was just like, all right, that's enough. And she walked away from me. But of course, that whole day, I was singing Pizza Pie, just nonstop Pizza Pie. Cat's still there, just a roommate. I don't know, man. I don't know, Ben. I'm about 75% sure that she probably bounced. You know. Yeah, Lucero's outro song is good too. But yo, I say momentum now all the fucking time. Momentum. You know. And like when my wife and my kids are together, I say, guys, dude, it's bad. I really need to clean that shit up. Because one of these days I'm gonna say, like one of these days I'm gonna call Soulmate Cat by accident. I'm gonna call her Fat Cat or something, and she's gonna be like, what? What the fuck are you talking about?
Phil's parents just buy dozens of Wolverine toys and put them on a shelf and send pics to Phil.
Oh,
that's what I would do, lol.
That's a shame. Fat man, thank you for the vibe. Sadly, you know, we've heard in the past that his father still tries to kind of connect with him on a certain level, where his father apparently likes to fish, and like he'll send them pictures of shit that he caught, like, oh my god, look at me, I caught this fish or whatever. And Phil just belittled the guy. He belittled the guy. One day when he was on stream, he got a text and he was looking at it and he was like, why the fuck is he sending me this picture? I don't give a shit. And everybody's like, bro, your dad is trying to connect with you. Like, that's what he's doing. He's like, hey, I'm sending you this fish because maybe, just maybe, it reminds me of a time where me and you went fishing, Phil, right? And I'm just reminiscing of the good times. But Phil doesn't see that. All he sees is a picture of a fish. You know what I mean? He's stunted. He's dumb. He is. He's very dumb. So anyway, Phil, I think that's enough Bible for the day. Let's wrap up the Bible segment. Big up Jesus. We know that Phil's a Fugazi Catholic. For sure. That's right. Phil's a Fugazi Catholic, and Cat converted to Islam, 100%.
Caused the family feud. I like I said, I was so not involved with it. I had my own stuff going on with my
Yep.
life. You know, I was going through college. I was traveling to play Street Fighter. I had my own group of friends, my own shit going on. And while all that was happening,
That's right.
my whole family
Trick,
fell out.
100%.
Like, they all started hating each other. We stopped visiting each other for holidays. We stopped having conversations with each other. I was never involved. Like, it was always like, during Christmas, we would go to either my godparents' house or my great aunt's house or both. For birthdays, we would go over there. They would come to ours. We used to drive around. Like Christmas, we would drive around and visit all the family in the area.
I need that money to pay my bills.
Good God.
Fish deserve more rights than Phil.
Lethal, thank you for this too. 100%. That's
I
true.
need that money to pay my bills.
They really do.
Hey Phil, when you watch this, maybe
Thank
you
you,
are
brother.
now
I
your mum
appreciate
is a
it,
bigger
too.
dent head than those in your chat. She has given you more money than the dents.
GBRC, big ups, brother. That's right. And the only thing Phil promised was the 10-year plan, which he scammed her out of. That's right. He scammed his poor mother, his dying mother. Don't forget his dying mother. Apparently, to Phil, she was dying. He scammed her out of what was it, 4K or 8K? The number changes from time to time. It goes from 4 to 8K to 16K. So yeah, that number fluctuates greatly. All right, let's keep going here.
And then all of a sudden, one year it stopped. We're not doing that anymore. Why? What happened? I was so.
Again, all he cared about was that the presents dried up. Give me 1 second, guys. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just was saying goodbye to the daughter. But I'm here. All right, folks. So let's keep going.
So busy. I had a full-time job. I was going to college, and I was traveling to play Street Fighter. I had a full life, so I didn't know what the hell happened. And quite frankly, I was so busy, I didn't really watch. I just didn't want to be involved in the drama, so I just didn't pay attention to it. Maybe that's to my detriment, because, you know, like I said, you always take things for granted. When I had family
Has it become
who I was
self-aware?
in contact with all the time, and we had, you know, family get-togethers and stuff.
I never run into this thing.
I kind of
before.
took
Is
it
a
for
money
granted.
creature?
I don't-
Oh, really,
Yeah, look,
Phil?
it's a money creature.
Really?
It just throws money around.
Interesting.
What the hell was that?
I think Oik is secretly his mom, donating to help support his business because she feels sorry for him. When did Oik first show up? Before or after the bankruptcy arc?
OIC's been around before the bankruptcy arc, I believe. Someone can correct me here. OIC, I don't know if he's his mom. I mean, I know when I came on, I thought that 1 Minute Man might have been his mom, where she was dropping him $25 every day because, of course, more than likely his dad probably told his mom, "Don't give him any fucking money. We're the ones retired. We're the ones living on a fixed income. Why are we giving this fucking gouty, 30, 40-year-old money?" You know what I mean? And she probably did it on the sneak. She was like, "Okay, Phil, I'm going to come on. I'm going to be 1 Minute Man, and I'm going to give you $25 a day. Okay, Phil?" And she probably said, great. She probably told him, don't tell your dad. That's what I thought. But then I came to realize, no. I came to realize, no, 1 Minute Man was actually a person, a real person. Which, shockingly, I don't know why anyone would give him $25 a day, but it is what it is. So, she seems to reserve her money because she knows. I think she deep down she knows he's not a really smart person. It's the reason why he had to stay home for so long. It's why she combed his hair until he was 17. She probably really thought this guy's not that bright. He isn't that bright. So we better save up some money because he's gonna fuck up his life. He's gonna fuck up his life. She probably had money saved up knowing that something bad was gonna happen to him and she was gonna have to bail him out. So, she's there for the big issues. For the big issues, for, the issues like, bankruptcies and not paying taxes on all that. So she's there to help cover that. I'm not sure if she was giving him any money. What's up, Alamo? How you doing? I'm not sure if she's giving him any daily financial money. Probably for his birthday. She probably sends him a big check for his birthday. Because, of course, Phil's still a child. But I love here where he finally kind of realizes, I think he sensed that he sounded like an idiot. He sounded like a douchebag saying this to his viewers. Or, I don't give a fuck. Fuck my family. Who gives a shit? I think he realized that, oh, wait a minute. I'm sounding like a douchebag. So I need to come back and act like, oh, maybe I should have cared a little bit more. Yeah, I know. And I'm not saying Phil had to go out there and fix the fucking situation. But I don't know. Maybe talk to your parents about it. See how they're feeling. Maybe make some recommendations. It's easy to talk to someone and say, well, have you, talk to your mom. And if she's upset about it, you can simply say, well, have you ever considered calling Aunt June or calling whatever and just reaching out there and maybe you guys can just squash your beef? Right? No, Phil doesn't give a fuck. Because in Phil's eyes, separating yourself from family members is a good thing. Yeah, it's why Kat separated he separated Panda Lee from her family and moved her fucking 3,000 miles away from her family. It's the reason why he did the same thing with Kat. It's the reason why Phil doesn't want Kat to talk to her sister Jenna, because they might give her, they might implant bad ideas into her head. Like, give your fucking wife some credit. Do you think she's that stupid? Really? Do you think she's that stupid where she's so naive that she's gonna believe anything someone tells her? But against Phil, yeah, that's what Phil thinks. Davros, Duty, did you see that Rich was crashing? Yeah. That whole beef between Rich and Eric is just stupid. It's dumb as shit. You know what I mean? It's two people. It's two people that are starving for content. I think that's what it is. It's two people that are starving for content. They're both looking for drama. And Apic Eric, I think he's a wrestling dude. He likes wrestling or whatever. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm not sure whatever the fuck what he's trying to do.
Money.
And then Rich is just looking.
This why I be live. He was valedictorian of special ed. His mum has done most things for Phil.
Yes, that could be it. She probably did all his homework or anything, and he probably had. I know in school you can arrange your school where you get not preferential, but you get what are called, what are they called? You get an IEP. Essentially, it's called an IEP. It's an individual education plan, and you get certain like, maybe they'll give you extra time for testing, or maybe you get nervous when you take tests, so they maybe put you in a separate room. Those type of things. I have a feeling that's what happened to Phil. Yes. It's just I don't get it. I don't really get what their beef is. Okay, A Big Eric calls Rich a terrible father, right? And then Rich calls 8-Bit Eric a drunk, right? Okay, all right, have at it. It's drama, whatever. I don't like it when it goes into the whole lawsuit realm or lawsuit realm. That's where it gets stupid. It really, I don't care about the fighting. That's fine. Knock yourselves out. Go at each other's throats, knock each other out, whatever. You know what I mean? There's certain things I don't agree about. Like, I honestly don't think you should talk about people's kids. That's just one thing. You know what I mean? Unless the person's beating on the kids, you know, and mistreating them, I mean, seriously mistreating them, and there's actual factual proof, I think you should just leave kids alone, period. You know what I mean? You should just let them be. You know what I mean? You want to talk about their significant other, about them, have at it, man. But when you start talking about children, that's like a lot. Like I'll say this. I think I've said this before. You know, if Phil had a son or a daughter, I would never bring him up in his content. I would never even say that because I don't think it's not cool. No, Cat is not. Jasper's not a kid. Some might say that Cat's an Asian boy, but no, I chalk her up as a woman.
I need those.
Yeah,
money.
you know,
I
that's
really
my
do. I
only
need that
thing.
money.
But when they start talking about lawsuits and shit like
What's
that,
up, dude?
no.
My disability check hasn't hit
Oh,
yet,
my
so
lord,
this is
brother.
all I can give you.
Thank
Much
you.
love,
I'll
bro.
take it.
Hope you're having a wonderful week, good sir.
Jason, thank you. I appreciate the $4.99, man. Thank you, brother. And yes, every dollar helps, brother. Helps the business. I appreciate it. As it relates to them fighting, knock yourselves out, man. Knock it, you know, fuck. I don't give a fuck. Call each other pedos for all I care. It's fun. Excuse me. It's kind of fun to watch. It just gets stupid, and I start tuning out when people start talking about lawsuits. Once you start threatening people, because again, to me, when you threaten someone with a lawsuit, that's kind of like you don't have anything else to argue. Like it's a way of you. It's a way of you trying to silence people. Like it's a way of you trying to silence your critic. You know, oh, I'm gonna sue you. What are you gonna sue me for? You're gonna sue me for calling you a fat drunk? You're gonna sue, what are you gonna sue me for? It's just stupid. When, you know, and whenever, you know, I took that tack too with Super Crazy. When Super Crazy started talking about lawsuits, I was just like, yeah, no, you lose me there, brother. It's just very lame. It's extremely lame because, you know, no one's ever gonna sue anyone. Rich doesn't have money to sue Eric. Eric doesn't Eric work at Best Buy or something part-time? No one has any money to sue anyone. And again, what these two locals don't understand is that they're both public figures. And the bar is pretty high. The bar is pretty high for slander or whatever. It's extremely fucking high to prove slander or whatever, you know. And it's not like any of them is going around saying, oh, I have proof that 8-Bit Eric has dead bodies in his basement or whatever, or Rich. No one's doing that. They're calling each other fat locals. You know, two locals calling each other fat, drunk, and stupid. All right, knock yourself out. It just, the lawsuit thing just gets ridiculous for me. It gets very annoying because I want to tell both of them, shut the fuck up. I literally, when I hear them both talking about lawsuits, I want to tell them both, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You're not suing anybody. You're making yourself. And again, what pisses me off too is I'm not a lawyer. I know I'm not a lawyer. My brother's a lawyer, so I have a little bit of history. Any lawyer, the first advice, they're gonna tell you two things. They're gonna tell you what their fee is, what the retainer is, or whatever you have to pay them. That's the first thing. And the second thing they're gonna tell you is they're gonna tell you to shut the fuck up. Don't say anything. Don't bring it up. Don't tell anyone you're suing anyone. Don't mention it. Don't say shit. It's the reason why I know Phil's talking out of his ass. Whenever Phil starts talking about lawsuits and stuff like that, I know he's talking out of his ass. Because that's the first piece of advice that any lawyer is going to give you. Even something as mundane as an auto accident. You know, your lawyer or the insurance company, whoever, is always going to tell you, don't say anything, be quiet, don't, you know. First question they ask you is, did you give a statement? That's the first thing they want to know. They want to know exactly what you've said, what's out there, so that they can craft whatever argument they're going to craft after the fact. So, when you're going around talking about lawsuits, just shut the fuck up, really. Just shut up. And again, I don't have beef with either of them. I don't have beef with 8-Bit Eric. I don't have beef with Review Tech USA. You know, if you guys want to fight and call each other whatever and make content out of it, cool, that's fun. I'm here for that. But when both of y'all start talking about lawsuits, y'all just both need to shut the fuck up.
I don't have that anymore. Now you're like, damn, kind of sucks. It might have been nice to have family members to visit and to do stuff with, but you know, that's what happens. They say hindsight's 20/20. Now, of course, I know, man, it would have been maybe good to keep contact with certain people or whatever, but that's life. Now I'm too busy for it regardless. Too old and too busy.
Really, Phil? Don't you have a day off? Right? What's so hard about making a phone call? What's so hard about making one phone call on your day off and just reaching out to your great aunt or someone or one of your cousins? Or not even fucking phone calling them. What's not to say you can't send them an email? It's not that hard to locate someone's email or phone number and just send them a text and just say, hey, this is your cousin Phil. I was thinking about you and your family. I hope you guys are doing well. That's all you need to do. Trust me, to reconnect with people, that's all it takes. Because again, Phil's the type of person that any slight that ever happened to him, he remembers. He remembers every single slight. He remembers every single insult. And if you ever try to come back to him years later, he'll throw that shit in the face. It's when, I'll give you a prime example. Craig from Side Scrollers. You know all the bullshit that happened with Side Scrollers and Craig, right? Craig was man enough and mature enough to be like, you know what? Whatever, it's fine. He called me names. I said some shit. I did streams. He did streams. Whatever. Let me reach out to the guy and try to reconcile. That's what Craig tried to do. He tried to be like, all right, you know what I mean? It probably didn't go great or whatever. We both made mistakes. I'm going to reach out and say, hey, Phil, you want to do some content together? Maybe we can squash this beef. We can make some content. And what did he say? No, fuck you. You made money off of me. Because of you, my life is terrible. And he blamed for all this shit, right? And it's like, didn't you see that Craig was reaching out to try to reconcile? Maybe the fact that he felt bad, or he felt kind of shitty that happened. Maybe he's just trying to reconcile. Maybe one day you guys can break bread and, you know, move on and maybe make content with each other. No, Phil can't see that. He can't do that. So Phil thinks people think the same exact way. So he probably thinks, well, you know, I haven't talked to my cousin in fucking 10 years. If I message them, they're going to tell me to fuck off. No, bro, no one thinks like that. You know, I've had issues with relatives in the past where I didn't talk to them for a period of time. And as soon as they messaged me, it was, oh, hey, what's up, man? Give me a call. And I talked to them, and then, you know, we might bring up what happened. And most of the time is, oh man, that's old news. Everything's good. You know, let's squash it. Let's just move on. Or if you want to talk about it, we'll talk about it and then squash it. You know, that's how most people think. They don't sit there and have a running list of every slight that a person ever made to them. No, you drive yourself insane thinking that way. You just fucking put a period. Even people that have really hurt you, that did something that really hurt you, there comes a period in time where you just said, fuck it, I'm over it. You know, time's passed and moved on. Let me move on. But Phil can't move on. He gets stuck. He always gets stuck. It's like he's always stuck in that 12, 13. It's like a 12-year-old, man. I remember being 12 and 13 and being this way. And like holding grudges and shit like that. Oh, this person didn't want to sit next to me in lunch. Well, fuck them. That's childish shit. All right, let's keep watching.
I go. We're at 112 now. Okay. All right, guys. So final 10 minutes or so of the stream. We are $37 away from the goal. Can we hit it? Let's go. Last chance. Let's go. Hit the goal. Let's get some subs. Let's get some memberships. Let's get some super chats. Let's get some tips. Let's get some support and hit that dang goal so we can do DSP Tries It tomorrow. We're getting there. We're almost there, folks. 31 to go. Let's go. Keep it rolling. Let's go. Keep that momentum. TA, no one cares. Seriously. I said this before, I'll say it again. Anything that Wings brings up in about me is all fluff and bullshit. Because he'll talk shit, then he'll say something nice. None of it matters. If you try to talk to the guy, he doesn't respond. So I don't give a shit what he fucking does. He could sit there as a lump for the rest of his life for all I care. If he doesn't take action on anything, it doesn't matter what words come out of his mouth. Like, literally, I don't know why anyone would ever watch him, because all he has is bluster. He never takes action on anything. So, oh, Phil sucks. I'll beat him in a boxing match. I'll beat him in Call of Duty. Oh, Phil's the best guy ever. I'd like to be on his show. He'll never do any of that. He'll just sit there like a lump. So I don't care. So this is the finale right now. Last thing to talk, whoever, last topics, tag me in the chat, and last chance to contribute, because I do got to be out of here in like 5 minutes. So this is it. Either we're going to hit it or not, and if we don't, I mean, that means we're going to have to hit 3 goals.
He has the same momentum.
Donkey Kong and Suikoden 2. That's going to be a tall freaking order. When we're this close to not hit the goal, that's going to make it rough. And I don't think that we're going to be doing DSP Tries It this week, and that sucks. Because I really wanted to do it this week.
Oh.
Apparently there's
traveling,
3
brother.
worlds
Thank you for
left.
the 5.
So let's finish the world tonight, go on to the next, see how it
How
goes.
believable is Phil's story since he lies for fun? He probably abandoned them once he started making money and never looked back.
Oh, yeah, for sure, brother. You know, Phil watches, I think Phil watched a lot of TV when he was younger, a lot of movies. So he probably thought that, oh, if I'm making money, I'm going to have all these people knocking at my door. I'm going to have my uncles and my aunts and my cousins begging for money. So I need to make sure I get away as quickly as possible and don't talk to them. That's probably what happened. That's actually a pretty good, that's a pretty good take there. Worry, thank you for the 5, brother. Could you imagine if he hit the lotto? My God, the first thing he would probably do is he would probably change his name, get plastic surgery, and move out of the country, and disassociate. He'd probably fake his own death, and even his own parents wouldn't even know where he lived, because of course he wouldn't want to share any money. Thank you, brother, for
and
the
go
5.
from there. All right, so that's tonight, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Tomorrow's day stream is more of Sweet Code N2 HD, and there will be a podcast tomorrow as well, where I'm going to react to several things, including this new Pokemon event, Silk Song, and more. And then tomorrow night...
Shit, if Phil hit the lottery, the first thing I'd do is I would buy a Scopely stock, because that stock would skyrocket.
Is Thursday night fights, CVS2 gameplay on the late stream. All right, I'm out, guys. I'll see you tonight. Peace out.
Oh, he got felted. That's right. Poor Phil got felted. And again, 119, man. That's nothing to sneeze about. The mere fact that you're bitching and complaining that you didn't hit the goal, man, that's some pretty scummy shit. You know what I mean? Like, if I was, your future stepdad, I came in and I dropped 10 subs, I think that's what he gave him, I'd feel pretty pissed off. Where it was just like, oh, okay, well then what? My donation meant nothing? My donation was garbage? Like, what the fuck? Just because you didn't hit 150 bucks? And what Phil doesn't realize is, over time, that annoys people. That just bothers people. I know it would bother the shit out of me. Can you imagine if I went on to someone's stream, right? And I dropped them like 50 bucks. And they would be like, oh, thanks for the 50 bucks. I appreciate it. And then literally start complaining that they need more money or they're not getting enough money. Or start bitching on other, oh, only one person donated. What the fuck? You know what I mean? I would be like, oh, you are a scummy motherfucker, man. Fuck you. I'm never going to give you any money again. And I would just I would leave that stream and never come back. I would run. Fuck that. They are on a special level. Again, I think a lot of them are looking for. So the one thing I noticed a lot about these dents like NDO and so on, they're all failed streamers. All of them are trying to create YouTube careers. Every single one of them. And for some reason, these people think that they can glum off of Phil's, like they can make a name off of Phil. I'm sorry, no, you can't ride Phil's coattails. That's the stupidest thing to do. And the smarter content creators realize that and they move on. Just like Nogla. Nogla realized that, riding Phil for anything is just annoying.
I know that they are his 401k. Another thing they is talking, Phil cashed out his 401k when he moved to Seattle.
Yep. GBRC, thank you, brother, for the 5. Let me make sure I understand this. But in the back of his mind,
I need that money. I really do. I need that money.
Oh yeah. He cashed out the 401k. He talked about that before.
His
I mean, that's insane.
Thanks for the $150 goal hit. Now let's hit the $300.
Yeah. I mean, that's just like, it's almost like a throwaway for him. Like, oh yeah, we hit this. Now let's move on. I can't stand when he sits there and goes, "Can we get someone will donate like $3, right? A $3 tip comes in, right? And he says, "Oh, I got a tip for $3. Thank you, blah blah blah." And then we'll literally say, "Can we get a tip bigger than $3? Let's overthrow or let's unseat this small tip." It's like, bro, you really, Phil? God, why would anyone want to support that? I don't get it. I mean, I don't mind supporting content creators, but I'm going to support someone that looks happy, that's excited, not just with their handout. If I want to give handouts, I'd go outside to my neighborhood and drive to to like a low, a low income area in my area, in my vicinity, and I'd give homeless people money, or I'd go to a shelter and donate money or something. You know what I mean? A good fucking guy, man. Coffee Boy, you donated $4.99. Oh, you did, brother. Thank you, Coffee Boy. My apologies. I didn't see that one. Thank you, Coffee Boy, for the $4.99. He constantly insults his donators. Thanks for the one. Yeah, exactly. And I'm not saying you need to sit here and spend 20 minutes praising someone for giving you a donation. No, you don't need to do that. I'm not saying you need to do that, but just be thankful. That's the one thing I don't get from this guy at all. Like, you know, when he begs consistently, when he overdoes it, when he overdoes and starts complaining about money, support, he does the nonstop begging on his streams. I think he realizes toward the end, and he says to himself, oh, but I really want to say thank you. Everyone that's donated, thank you. I appreciate all your donations. It's greatly appreciated. And it's like, really, it is? You just spent the last 2 hours bitching about not getting enough support. And now you want to tell me that you're happy? You know? Like, he'll get $119, act depressed the whole day, and then at the very end or the next stream, he talks about, oh, I'm happy. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain that I got $119. Yeah, brother, you kind of are complaining, man. When you're sitting there, because you make people feel like crap. You really do. And I'm sorry. No, you should make someone that's giving you money, you should never make them feel like crap. Never. Whether it's 10 cents, $1, or $1,000, you should always make them feel like I appreciate that. And yeah, again, these people work hard for their money, man. You know, they can be spending it on something else more fun and interesting. And the mere fact that someone would come in and say, here's a couple bucks, that's amazing.
That money to pay my bills.
Creatine user, brother, thank you for the $4.99.
Super chats. Let's get some memberships going. Let's get to 100 likes.
No, brother. First of all, no one has to donate. Please don't ever feel pressured to donate. Duty does very well with ad revenue. If you do donate, you give however the fuck you want to give. You give whatever the fuck you want to give. And if you don't want to give anything, cool. It's all great for Duty. If you guys want to go and fire up your VPN and give Argentinian memberships out, knock yourselves out. Duty is happy for anything that he gets, and he's appreciated. So, thank you, Creatine. I appreciate it, brother. All right. So we watched that video, and then of course, let us watch last night's stream with Bananas. Bonanza. I don't know why I want to always call it Banana, but it's funny. So, baby, thank you, baby, for the 2. I appreciate you.
Pay my bills.
Let's get some momentum.
Yeah, momentum is always nice. And by the way, whenever you say momentum, I like to put the dash between the mom and the entum, just for Soulmate and Cat. Shout out to Soulmate for being mom number 3. That's right. Thank you. I appreciate it, baby.
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I
really need that money.
Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money.
Who needs the money?
Okay. Challenge.
Big ups to the wheelchair.
Is my zodiac sign a lion? I think so. I think I'm a Leo because I'm born April 6th. I think I'm a Leo. And tickle. That means.
By the way, that gave me Earth Girls Are Easy vibes. Remember Earth Girls are easy.
Money to pay my bills.
He's mush mouth.
Johnny, thank you, brother, for the thank you for the 2 Canadian, brother. He is much mouth. I think he's stroking out. That's what it is. He's had multiple strokes, either that or he has Bell's palsy. Something's fucking with his brain. Maybe it's the lopsided haircut. That could be it. That could be fucking with his head. Yeah, Damon Wayans, and what's her name? I forgot her name. Jim Carrey, Damon Wayans, and Goldberg, whatever his name is. The guy that does the apartments.com. Yes, Julie Brown. Yes, it gave me the Julie Brown vibes when she was singing I'm a Blonde. Because I'm a blonde, yeah. And she was just saying everything all incorrect. That's right. That gave me flashbacks to that song when Phil said that he is a Leo because his birthday's in April. I think he's an Aries. Wouldn't he be an Aries? Yes, he's an Aries. He's a bull. He's a bull. He's full of shit. He's a bullshit. Exactly. Yes. Gina Davis, yes. Yeah, that's a good old movie. It's a good, fun movie back in the 80s.
So thanks. Wow, we're at 72 of support, and we're starting the game. Thank you, guys. That's a great start.
That's a great
Perhaps
start.
We can't,
Jeff Goldblum,
maybe
yes.
by some freakish chance we can hit 2 goals tonight. I don't think so. Like, realistically, I don't think we're hitting 2 goals tonight, at all. But, I mean, you never say never. I've definitely learned that in this profession. You never say never. You never know what the hell's going to happen. Seriously. I wouldn't be shocked if something great happens or if I get banned from the internet at the same time. Who knows, right? I don't know.
We can only hope, though.
Okay, pretty interesting. Jade says, how's support been this week? Overall, support's been great. The problem is we keep having streams where we're just about to hit the goal and then we don't. So that's why we're only at 17 out of 20. In reality, overall, this week's been good. Some streams we've exceeded our support goal. The problem is there's a few that we haven't, and that's why we're behind. All right, let's talk with this guy. Welcome to the Feast Layer. Here you can join a factory tour and learn about the wonders of food processing. And please try our famed banana burger.
You hear that, DK?
We are 79 bucks of support and climbing. Thank you, guys. Please, let's hit the goal tonight. If you want to see me do DSP Tries It tomorrow, we basically have to hit 2 goals tonight, or we're not going to make it, because I really doubt we're hitting 2 goals for Suikoden 2 tomorrow. So, if you want to see it, please support the stream tonight. Anything appreciated. Let's hit those goals, and then some. Come on.
Let's go. By the way, I think I'm sticking with this wheelchair. Do you guys like this wheelchair? I have a couple different wheelchairs. Like maybe in the wintertime, I'll bring out the one with the old man blanket to cover his legs for his arthritis. But I'm really digging the metal ones. The metal ones look like fit great. Do you guys like this one? And the RGB lighting on this wheelchair is amazing. I really enjoy it. It's nice. I like the purple and the green. It's very nice. Shout out to the person who did this for me. It's pretty cool.
I got a $1 tip from an anonymous tipper. I'm not going to read their disgusting message. Thanks for $1. Guys, can we get some more support for Donkey Kong Bonanza? We've gotten halfway to the goal.
The FDR polio one? Okay. Yeah, I think that's the one with the blanket. That's the one with the old man blanket. Yeah. I'll switch it up. When the winter time comes, I'll bring that one out.
Obviously, I would like to hit the goal tonight. If we can't hit the goal, that would really suck. If we hit the goal, that's still good. If we double the goal, that'd be outstanding, because then we can do DSP Tries It tomorrow, but it's not looking very good. And I knew this would happen for Donkey Kong as well. I knew we weren't going to have a huge audience, and I knew that we weren't going to have, overwhelming support for this game, because the game has been played out for a while, I know. That's why I'm trying to get through it, okay? When I come back, another hour of Donkey Kong Bonanza. We are past the halfway point of support. Please, can we get some more support, whether it's a super chat, a tip, a membership, a sub? Yeah, let's hit the goal tonight. We didn't hit it earlier.
Sharing the wealth, man. It's always good. Yeah, if you're ever in the casino, like I'm not a gambling person. I've been to the casino. I think the most I ever won once was about $3,000. And I won $3,000 on the slot machine. And the the representative that came out to give you the payment or whatever, I gave him $100. They're really nice. They explained what I had to do and all that stuff. And I gave him $100. I was like, oh, here's $100. It's always nice to share, especially when you get winnings like that. It's good to share with folks. It is. It's a really nice thing to
do. We were this close, and we didn't hit it on the first stream. Let's hit the goal on tonight's stream for Donkey Kong Bonanza.
I'm terrible at cards. The only thing I play is I play roulette. I play roulette and slots. That's it. Roulettes are good because you can always bet. You can always bet on black or red. I mean, it's pretty simple. So, yeah. So those are the only things I do. I do roulette and I think someone said roulette is probably you can win at roulette more than any other game. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's true. They say roulette. I know there's this one streamer on YouTube. He does YouTube shorts and videos. He has tattoos all over his face. He's like the #1 guy for breaking casinos or whatever. Like he knows all the tips and tricks or whatever. I think he specifically said that roulette is like the best. If you the chances of winning are greater doing roulette than anything else. So, is it 1 in 36? I mean, you can either bet on black or red. I mean, that's and when you do roulette, what is that? You double your money. I think that's what it is, right? So if you go to the casino, I haven't done it in so long, but yeah, like if you put $100 on black and it lands on black, don't you double your money? Is that what it is? Baccarat, yeah, I heard Baccarat's really good too. You're right, that's the other one, Medusa. Yeah, I like roulette. Like I'll drop a couple $100 on roulette and play slot machine. But I like the old slot machines. I hate these new slot machines. These new slot machines are fucking ridiculous. You gotta feed them $5, and then they have 1,000 fucking ways of hitting. I like the old fucking ones. You put a quarter in it, and you try to get sevens. Those are the best ones for me. If I like to go to casinos like that. If you have a casino with machines like that, you drop a quarter. It's pretty simple. Like I'll spend hours dropping a couple $100 playing slots. Yeah, I don't like digital slots. I like the old mechanical slots.
Okay, let's go. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm not smart. Ben, I don't have the attention span to count cards. That's the problem. So I like to play simple games. So I do slots and roulette.
Kind of annoying, this part, but we got it done. Just got to jump here.
With roulette, what I like to do is I like to corner a specific avenue of the table. I mean of the wheel. So what I'll do is I'll place decent sized bets on like a quarter of the actual roulette table. I find that's pretty good. Like I'm wagering more, but when I win, I still make enough to kind of cover that wager that I put down. I either do that or I just bet on black or bet on red.
You gotta be kidding!
I
rolled and jumped. The game instead had me roll forward off the platform into the cooking liquid. Then
yeah, and I don't like you have to everything digital. I like the old ones. You pop a quarter in there, those are good slot machines. A couple of the casinos still have those type of machines. I'll go to that casino. Versus one that everything's knowing.
It bounced me back like a ball and hit me again, and I died, taking 2 simultaneous hits, which makes no sense because you're supposed to have a level of invincibility. So to hell with this nonsense. Now I'm just gonna fucking do it the cheesy way. Can I grab one of these things? Let's see. Yes, I can. Why did I fall in? Don't know. Okay.
You're such a terrible gamer.
Oh, really? You can't do it this way. Even though I bought the ability to do that, it doesn't work. I bought the ability to glide, and the gliding doesn't work. Terrible.
Watch him cheese the game some more. What's up, Arthur? How you doing?
Screw that.
No fucking cheese.
Screw that room. To hell with you.
He's such a bad gamer.
Fight or whatever.
Such a bad gamer.
So I don't know. We'll see. But here's the problem. Every time I play it, look at the support. So now we have absolutely no chance of doing DSP Tries It tomorrow, which sucks. I mean, number one, just having a whole week without a DSP Tries It, that sucks.
Why?
On
Why
top
does
of
that suck, Phil?
We already have ideas for other DSP Tries It's, and now we're not gonna be able.
Again, Phil, you order DoorDash every single fucking day, bro. What? You can't write off this DoorDash because it's not business related? If you're that hard up, Phil, just order the fucking DoorDash and make a video about it. Well, you can say, oh, it's an extra stream. I don't know. I don't know. It's a double reward for you for all of the support for the for the 100 goals that you guys got me to or whatever. I'm gonna do an extra, feasting with the pig on me. Do it like that if you really want to, If your wife's that hungry, bro, and you want an excuse to order DoorDash, just do that, man. Why can't you do that?
To do them, it's gonna be delayed. So
I guess the autism doesn't allow him to do that. That's what it is.
Disappointing day, to say the least. To not hit a goal at all, and now to be this behind, it is disappointing.
He's very disappointed, guys. You guys let him down. Look at that face. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, you know, how much gin did he drink last night just to get to
This one
bed?
didn't turn on. Wow, we had a malfunction
Because he was
here.
so depressed.
There we go.
No. He was guzzling that.
C1822 says we can be on Sunday. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. How's it going to be on Sunday? We're 3 goals away.
I heard that traitor
Do you really think
lollies
we're
are
going to
the
hit
best.
2 goals for
Keep it
Sweet
up, you
Kodak?
get these hands lol. BTW Taurus is the bull, Aries is the ram. And no Phil is no ram, he the back end of the donkey is. Matter of fact, good made a perfect good ass by giving him teeth.
Big ups, Vanguard, man. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you for the 3. You're spot on, brother. 100%. 100%, brother. God. Thank you, brother.
2 or 2 to 3 goals for CVS2? Not even on a Friday? No. So what I mean, like we really needed to hit it today so that we could do this tomorrow. And now it's looking like it probably won't even be Sunday. It might be like Monday or Tuesday.
That money, I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
All right, guys.
What a shame Phil
Well,
did not get his $1,500 overhead $200 DoorDash order.
It is. It's quite a shame. We should all be sad for him. We should all go out right now and pour 40 out for the no DoorDash, the no feasting with the pig. I mean, come on. And the thing too is, what the goal, Phil? You're doing McDonald's again on the adult Happy Meal? Come on, man. And he'll sit there and say, well, that's what you are. Yeah, brother. You wanted them to choose between diarrhea and just regular shit. You said, all right, guys, I'm going to give you a choice. You can have diarrhea or you can have regular shit. What do you guys want? And the den said, well, I mean, I guess I'm going to choose regular shit versus diarrhea shit, right? And they chose regular shit. But, Phil, it's still shit. You know what I mean? You got to come up with a new gimmick, Phil. He's going to beat this shit to death, and he doesn't realize it.
Fuck up. Either subscribe, donate.
Richard Jennings, brother, thank you for being a sub. Much appreciated. And he doesn't realize it. Like, what he should do, really, is do that fucking cologne review shit. Fuck if people make fun of him. Fuck, whatever. Just say we'll do feasting with the cologne or whatever. Or the cologne taste test. Just do it. At least it'd be different. Or Phil, do a giveaway, you fucking dunce. Do a giveaway. Just do a random giveaway. Once you hit the $1,500 giveaway, you're going to do a $25 gift card to whatever. And just do a giveaway. That's a great fucking deal. Coffin, and you know what? It would be cheaper than Feasting with the Pig. Feasting with the Pig now, he's spending what, 80, $100? Because he's ordering like fucking 5 meals for himself. And then his fat wife is probably getting half of the menu. You know what I mean? So he's spending like $100 on Feasting with the Pig. When you can just simply just be like, I'm giving out a $25 gift card and just have one person win it.
He won't do it on Sweeko Dent.
No, of course he won't. Of course he won't. Johnny, thank you, brother, for the 2. And yes, I appreciate Dent. Whenever we talk about Suikoden, you always have to add a T at the end. If you don't add a T at the end, you're not a true gamer, okay, brother? So you make sure to add the T. I appreciate the 2 Canadian, brother. I really, really do. Do that, bro. Do a giveaway, you fucking moron. And then maybe, just maybe, Duty will stop talking about Phil being a cheap ass and doing a giveaway. Or you know what, bro? Own the fucking meme, bro. Own the meme. Do a giveaway of an empty cartridge box. Take your ass to Walmart, right? Go to the discount bin. Buy yourself a game at the because dude, I've been to Walmart and they still sell Wii games. You can buy Wii games at Walmart for like 10 cents at the discount bin, whatchamacallit. You get yourself an old fucking shitty game. You throw away the game itself, and then you do a giveaway of the empty box, a signed giveaway. Own the fucking meme. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Do it, brother. There you go, man. Just say once we hit the $1,500 goal, I'm gonna do a giveaway of a game box with my signature on it. Just do it, brother. Do something different. That's the thing. I'm asking for something different, Phil. And all you're doing is the same old lazy ass fucking content. The same shit.
Gotta get out of here. For those of you who were here, thank you. I appreciate
Phil.
that you did hang out with me, and that those guys that you did those who did support.
I need that
Okay.
to pay my bills.
Cat gets the leftovers, like the film The Platform.
And I'll be back tomorrow.
No.
Tomorrow there will be a level.
No. Cat for the most part is a pretty docile person, I think. But when it comes to food, she doesn't fuck around with her food. There's no way she's gonna. She'll get her half of the menu. Like, she's the type of person that she goes to a restaurant, they say, how can I help you? What do you want? She says yes. You know what I mean? And she points to one half of the side and she's like, yes, give me everything. And then she eats Phil's leftovers. She definitely does. But she's just not having leftovers. No way. She's having her own 6 meals and then Phil's leftovers. And I love when he says leftovers because he eats more than 3/4 of all the food. Like, he leaves crumbs. He doesn't leave that much.
Level 1 podcast in the morning, and we're going to cover all the new things that are going on. Like, for example, I believe there's supposed to be a big presentation about the new Pokemon in the morning. Also, I think Hollow Knight Silk Song is supposed to have a presentation.
That's a good
So we're supposed to have
one.
a few things.
And dude, if he wants to do a giveaway, truly own the meme, brother. Give a DoorDash gift card away. But of course, he won't do a DoorDash gift card away because that would require him going to Walgreens or someone to picking up an actual physical card. He's so fucking lazy. He's so lazy. He doesn't even have to do that. Good Jesus. Just say you're giving away a DoorDash gift card, right? And then when the person wins, you Cash App them or you PayPal them $25 and they can get whatever the fuck they want.
Going on tomorrow. All right. So I hope you'll join me. Hopefully we'll cover a lot of that on the podcast if it's available to watch and react to. Tomorrow's daytime stream is Suikoden 2. Continuing on. We had a great time yesterday, and I'm looking to continue tomorrow. Hopefully you'll join me for that. Tomorrow night is Thursday Night Fights, Capcom versus SNK 2. And it looks like I may actually be doing the special challenge set against Smooth Cat that I was supposed to be doing like weeks ago and it got canceled. I may actually be doing it tomorrow night. And he's really good at CVS too. So he's
that's solely for Jack Raxter. Jack Raxter calling on you to make sure to drop a big donation.
Probably gonna beat me, but I'm hoping to hang and at least put on a good fight. We'll have to see. But then after that, we're gonna do more ranked CVS too. Okay. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good night. I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.
He didn't. I'm gonna give him some credit. He really didn't think the McDonald's value meal was worth it. He wanted to do something else. His dents, actually, most of them trolls they're the ones that selected the McDonald's Happy Meal. So again, he's leaving it to people that don't give a shit to choose what he's doing. Because of course he doesn't have enough balls and enough courage or enough confidence in himself to make a decision. So he has to have his dents make this decision for him, and when it doesn't pan out, he'll blame them. That's why. 93 bucks. So what did he make in total? He made 93 bucks. He made what? 119? What did he make? 119.
Point and try to slow play anything, Jim. You score as soon as you can.
You can get a first.
Fuck, I don't want to get copyright for that. My bad. 119 plus, what did he make? 93? He made $212. All right, Phil. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze about, man. I mean, really. You're sitting there and you're soaking and crying and whining, which, of course, always leads to this. What do we get? We get a daily rap. That's right. And that's the next video we're going to watch here, folks. We're going to watch a daily rap here. For our boy Phil, just not happy. He's just not happy. Now, sadly, I'm going to have to go to DSP Gaming to watch it. So, yes, Duty does have to give him a view. But don't worry. I'll downvote the video. I'll downvote the video. All right, let's see. Let's see how he made out here. Look at this. This is how amazing these daily rap videos are going. The daily rap video 9 days ago, he got 400 views. 8 days ago, he got 950, which was huge for him. 950 views. What else does he get on these playthroughs? Bonanza 149, 171, 612, which was yesterday. Anytime he doesn't hit the goal, the daily rap always gets a bump because people want to hear him bitch and complain about money. So of course, this is exactly what he did. He complained about support. All right, let's watch it.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Wednesday, the 20th of August, 2025. I'll be honest.
Oh, you'll be honest.
Today, kind of a disappointing day. And it's funny because we actually had a really good week up to now. Yesterday was actually a pretty good day. The day before was really good. Here's what's going on. Here's what's been happening this week. Okay,
Phil. Tell us what's going on.
So we'll have
here.
a stream, and we'll have good attendance, pretty good engagement, and then the support will be amazing. So we'll have like a whole goal hit of support, and then we'll
My
have
mic is buggy?
extra. Okay?
Is my mic buggy? Can I get a 1 in the chat? Let me know if my mic's okay. 1 in the chat. 1 2 1 2. It's your boy Duty 1 2 1 2. How's that? Is my microphone okay? Yeah, my microphone's okay. I think maybe, just maybe, Chronic, you're having some issues. Mic's fine. Okay. Chronic, do me a favor. Just hit refresh on your stream. That should fix it. YouTube has been a detractor lately. I know some people have been having issues. Also, if you live in Europe, you're fucked. That's right. You're extremely fucked if you live in Europe. So maybe that could be it. My apologies if you're having issues, brother. But thank you. I appreciate it. Let's keep going. Unless you're trolling me. If you're trolling me, fuck off. No, I'm kidding. Even if you're trolling me, it's okay. Rare Tricks, we need an emoji for bubbles, gin bottle, trumpets, and 220. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I did give you bubbles. Did you not see the bubble one? So I added the bubble one. Here's the Pepe emoji with bubbles. I believe. Don't you see the bubble? Yeah, Pepe bubble. And then I'll add the other ones for you, okay? You want trumpets? You want trumpets, like blowing trumpets? Okay, and okay, I got you, brother. I got you. All right, I got you, brother. I'll hook you up, Rare Tricks. I know the people in Kick love the emoji.
But this week, it has never been enough to hit a second goal on one stream.
Oh.
So when we hit our goals, it counts as 1 towards the goals, and we've had up to 17 out of 20 this week. Then we'll have a stream where people will show up. We'll have decent engagement. We'll have support, but we'll be like this close to hitting a goal, and we won't hit it.
Oh.
I mean, we've had streams where we're like $20 away and we don't hit a goal. Like, wow, really? We're not going to hit a goal when we're that close. Yeah. So what's happened?
Yeah, he has his mortgage and his HOA that's coming up. Mortgage, HOA, and I believe his insurance payment, his Obamacare payment. So, yeah, he's got a lot of money to fork out. His mortgage is what, $2,300. HOA is like $600, and then his health insurance premiums are probably about $300 a month. Yeah, he got a lot of big bills coming up.
This week is, sadly, even though we've had great streams and overall this week has been great. I mean, we had an insanely good GTA 4 night where there was all kinds of subs and stuff gifted. We've had streams that have been above and beyond. Those are only counting like once or twice towards the goal, and then other streams aren't counting, and it evens out. So now here we are, and today we started at 17 out of 20 goals hit. For us to do DSP Tries It tomorrow, I had to hit goals every single stream. I had to hit goals on today's Mafia finale stream, tonight's Donkey Kong Bonanza stream, and tomorrow's Suikoden 2 HD stream. Today, there was no podcast because I wanted to ensure that we beat Mafia. The good news is we beat Mafia, and I recorded a review of Mafia, which is now live on the channel.
No, of course not.
And is my highlighted video on the channel.
What did he make? He made, so for both streams he walked away with about $215. That's pretty good, Phil. Come on. And that's not even including your ad revenue. I mean, that's not bad. That's not including your ad revenue. And it's not including your Kick revenue for streaming. So I think you made it. I mean, all total, Phil probably made like $250 in a day. $250 in a day, brother, for playing games and e-begging is not a bad payday, bro. And the mere fact that you're sitting here sulking about it because you couldn't because you can't do feasting with the pig. Come on, brother. That's some low energy bullshit right there.
So if you are interested in my overall thoughts about Mafia after having fully beaten it, including its length, its gameplay elements, is the game good even though it doesn't have side content?
Yeah, so no one cares about that.
Asking me during the playthrough.
No one cares.
Get your answer. The review is live, uploaded and highlighted as a channel highlight, and
no one cares, Phil. You were cracking 120 viewers for that playthrough. No one gives a shit. So why would you spend the time and effort to pump out a video that was 30 minutes long, you giving a review of a game no one gives a shit about? Really, Phil? You're not getting any. The only people that watch that shit are detractors to make fun of you, and you're dense. And you're averaging, brother, like 250 views a video. That, to me, that again, Phil, sometimes you need to sit down and do kind of do a cost benefit analysis. How much energy do I have to expend, and what's the benefit? And making those videos, they're worthless. The daily wrap is another thing. What are you gonna crack for this? You got 615 views, which is actually triple what you normally would get in a video for your daily wrap. What are you making out of this? Three pennies? And again, you could have took that time and energy to focus on a better gameplay, to do clips of your gameplay, to edit your fucking long slop videos, and you could have put out better content of what you did. Phil's whatchamacallit, he reminds me of a dollar store. Feels like a dollar store. Just fucking throw all the shit out at the wall, regardless of what it is, regardless of the quality, regardless of what you're actually selling, right? Just throw it the fuck up there and charge $1, and we hope that people come in and buy a lot of it. That's his attitude towards streaming. And I'm sorry, bro, you're just not that person. You know, people like, I'm trying to think of people like the Quartering can do shit like that. He can throw up 10 videos of slop and he'll get 20, 30, 40,000 views a day and make pretty decent ad revenue. That's not you, Phil. It really isn't. Starscream. To be honest with you, Duty, I think Phil is boring. It's a boring streamer, and I'd rather watch someone else who doesn't demand money from his whales. Exactly. And that's another thing. He's an e-beggar. He's a fucking e-beggar. Like, if he came to me and said, Duty, I need advice, what should I do? First thing I would do, Phil, is I would cut back how many streams you did a week. There's no reason why you should be streaming 6 days a week, 2 streams a day. No, you cut that shit out, brother. You should stream about 4 days a week, and you should have 1 stream a day. That's it. 1 stream a day, 3 to 4 hours. That's it, brother. Because it comes to a point, Phil, where you're doing 10 hours a day of streaming, the donations aren't there. It's just not worth it. You're working more and actually making less per hour if you shortened up your stream to about 4 hours. What that does is that gives scarcity. You know what I mean? There's a reason why television shows on regular, networks, cable networks, that's the reason why they piecemeal their content. They give you a new episode every week. You know what I mean? They do that because they want to just give you enough to keep you interested to have you come back a week later, right? So, Phil, when you're constantly there, I gave this analogy. What's the movie? There's a movie that's always online. Look, okay, Star Wars. Everyone knows I'm a huge Star Wars fan, right? I love Star Wars, the old Star Wars, the original trilogy, and I like the prequels, and I like some of the animated stuff. Okay, I used to love Star Wars really because they would play, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back. They would do a marathon when I was younger. They would do a marathon like maybe once a year. And it was like, oh shit, Star Wars is on. I gotta stop what I'm doing and I'm gonna spend my day watching Star Wars. Right? And there was scarcity. And this was before, VHS was big and all that stuff. This was back in the day when a VHS tape cost you $100 to buy. You know what I mean? So it was hype. I mean, I remember my friends and I would do that. Like we would get together at the person with the biggest TV and we would watch Star Wars the whole day. And it was fun. It was great, right? Now, they give Star Wars every other fucking day. I mean, if it's not on TNT, it's on TBS. If it's not on TBS, it's on fucking Fox. If it's not on, it's on Disney. It's on everywhere. Everywhere they give the same fucking one. Like pretty much once a week, some cable channel has a Star Wars, something with Star Wars going on. It's just like The Office. The Office, you can watch it fucking 4 times a week. You can watch you know what I mean? There's nothing special about it. It's like, it's not an event. And Phil, that's what you've done with your content. You're always there. You're never gone. You're never gone. And I don't know, bro. So my recommendation for you would to do 4 streams a day, 1 stream a day, right? Go get yourself a part-time job, man. Seriously. It doesn't have to be anything grand. You don't need skills. Just a couple hours a day, bro. Just to get out. And dirty your hands a little bit. Interact with people. And see how real people live. And you know what that would do, Phil? That would actually probably... If you would go get a job part-time, Phil, you know what it would do? It would probably make you appreciate streaming more. It would. It would make you appreciate streaming more. and you'll be hungry for it. And maybe you recommit to doing better stuff with content, right? So that's the main reason why I would tell Phil to get a part-time job. Plus, it's some stable income he gets every week. He knows that he's getting a paycheck, and he doesn't have to worry about begging nonstop, right? Then I would tell him when he does his podcast, bro, to not beg. Just cut it out. Throw away the whole king bullshit, the king's tax. Just throw it the fuck away. Just stop. You know, if you want to do a leaderboard, fine, whatever. You can automate the leaderboard. I don't know why he hasn't automated the leaderboard. But I guess he thinks he's giving you gourmet service when he reads out every single super chat and puts it on a message board. Whatever. Fine. You want to keep doing that? Knock yourself out. Stop uploading raw videos. There's no point in you uploading an hour-and-a-half long video when 100 people watch it. It is so fucking stupid. It's regarded as fuck. It's dumb. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of effort. And you get nothing for it. You literally get pennies for it. Take those videos, those hour-and-a-half videos that you have, cut them up. Cut them up. I guarantee you can probably find 2 or 3 videos. You know, make 2 or 3 clip videos that are more interesting than watching an hour-and-a-half. I'm sorry. Most people, their time is valuable. They're not going to dedicate an hour-and-a-half to watch a video of yours. If you're lucky, you might get 5 to 10 minutes. So why not cut that video down to 15 minutes? Cut that shit down to 15 minutes, and I guarantee you your views will go up. You'll go up, and you'll make more ad revenue on that one video than all the slop you put out there, all that raw content slop. You would make more. The daily rap, I'd cut that shit out. It's fucking stupid. There's no point. You're recapping what you recapped on your daily on your podcast. The shit you recapped the day before. You're just recapping. You're recapping the recap. You've recapped the recap that you recapped 10 times. It's stupid. It's pointless. There's no need for it. Just throw it the fuck away. Just be done with it. Right? And right there, Phil, and do interesting things, man. Just try to do things out of your comfort zone. Maybe give DSP politics another try. Yeah, you're going to probably fail. Yeah, you're going to be a fence sitter, but work into it. Give it time. Shit takes time to develop. He's such a quitter. You know, if he makes good money on one stream and then the next stream doesn't give him much support, he quits it. That's just stupid. You can't get anywhere in life like that. There's no way to get anywhere if you quit something after you hit a wall or you hit some adversity. Like, learn from it. Learn from why something didn't succeed. You know what I mean? Like, you can always watch a replay of your stream to see what people were saying in your chat, and then pivot, do something better. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, do cologne. Fuck it. You know what I mean? People are gonna laugh at you. Detractors are gonna clip it, but that's something different. Anyway, that would be my advice for you, Phil. If you're listening, brother, take that advice. And that's not even my advice. That's advice that Kino Casino, that PPP gave Phil. He gave him that same exact fucking advice, and Phil failed to do it. He didn't bother doing it. The other thing too is I'd lean into the drama. Lean into the fucking drama. Why not, man? Fuck it. Everyone hates you already.
I need that money.
Lean into it.
Phil would put up cuts of dead air.
Exactly. That's another thing, Phil. Cut the dead air out, man. Again, it comes to editing your videos, man. There's no reason for you to upload a raw video of an hour and 15 minutes and you have all this dead air and all this begging into it.
I need that money. Brother. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
Johnny, thank you for the 2, brother.
He really wants to do the Gaotsu burger.
The Gaotsu? Yeah, he does. Then do it. Stop relying on people to agree with you. And if you do it, Phil, and it fails, then you take the L for it. He's so fucking paranoid and scared to take an L. Who cares? Phil really thinks that detractors and viewers hang on his every fucking moment. Like, we remember what happened 2 weeks ago on a stream we remember what happened on a Donkey Kong stream 2 weeks ago. No, we don't know. We forgot. Like, by the next day, it just whatever. We forget about it and we move on. Because we know that you're going to do something else regarded and retarded. Like, this fucking dude, man. Good God. Warren, thank you for the $4.99, brother.
I need that money to pay my bills.
I saw Return of the Jedi at the theater when it first came out.
Me too.
That was the coolest time I ever had at the movies.
Me too. Time for some duty lore. I've told this story before, but I love telling this story. What's up, Kim Jong-un? How you doing, brother? Oh, brother, I forgot to give you your badges, man. Kim Jong-un, I'll give you your badges after the stream ends. Time for some duty lore. So I think I've said this story before. If you've heard it, my apologies. I'll try to recap it very quickly. But I was, 8 years old when Return of the Jedi came out, right? I was a bit of a scamp. I was a bit of a loner. Kind of did my own thing. And then I saw New Hope on TV, and I love Star Wars. I fell in love with Star Wars, right? So Return of the Jedi was actually the first movie I ever went to the movie theaters to go see. Now, my parents didn't want to take me. No one wanted to take me, and I was pretty sad and depressed, right? I was sad. Dude, he was sad. So I said to myself, all right, well, I'm going to go to the movie theaters myself. So back then, living where I lived in the city, a bit in the hood. That was, kind of hood life. We had buses, we had local buses. And this was before the internet and everything, right? So I decided to research and ask people, like,
I need that money.
Where's the movie theater?
I need that money to pay my bills.
Where's the movie theater, right?
Please not the drive-in movies story, lol.
Yes, the drive-in movie theater, right? Yes. I have to tell the story. It's a great story. For people that haven't heard, it's a great story. Okay, so someone told me about a drive-through in New Jersey. And of course, back then, I had no clue. And I got the information on how to catch the bus there, right? To catch the bus. So Duty, what he did was one afternoon, he got on the bus and he took the bus to Center City. And then there was a interstate bus that would run. So it was a bus that would take you right over the border. And there was a drive-in movie theater around there. This is in Pensacola, New Jersey, right? Pensacola, New Jersey. This is Duty's Wolverine story. So I ended up taking the bus all by myself, an 8-year-old kid, right? And no one asked me anything, no one said anything. And I had to catch 2 buses, and I think it was about 30 miles, about 30 or 40 miles on a fucking bus all alone, right? All alone by myself. I was small. I didn't grow. I was like under 5 feet at that time. So then I had to walk about a mile because the bus stopped at a turn. I had to walk about a mile. And I asked a stranger, can you tell me where is the drive-in? And they pointed me to it. They said, you walk straight. So I'm walking. I get there, right? I go up to the counter and I put out my money, and the guy there doesn't even bother asking me any questions, nothing. And you would I had to pay for a car. I had to pay for a car because back then it was a car. So I think I had to pay like $8 or something like that. I think it was like $8. So of course I go in there, I walk in there, I find the spot. There were no chairs, nothing. So I decided to sit on a parking spot on the floor, no chair, nothing. And then a car pulled up to me, and it was a family, and they were looking at me like, why is this kid sitting here? Like, what the fuck's going on here? They were so confused. And the father was very nice. I remember he was a very nice guy.
To pay my bills.
8-year Duty more independent than 42-year Phil.
I am. I was. So again, like, the guy didn't know what was going on, but then he asked me, he was like, kid, are you here by yourself? And I said, yeah, I'm here by myself. They're like, where's your family? I was like, oh, I came by myself. And then he started asking more questions, and I was just like, oh, I live around here. So he was like, all right, whatever. And he was really nice. He was like, do you want to sit on my car? Do you want to sit on, he was like very nice about it. He had kids. They were on top of a blanket on top of the car. They had a station wagon. And he was really nice. He was like, oh, if you want to sit up here, go ahead. You can hang out with my kids. And they had kids about my age. And I was like, no, thank you. I'm okay. And I'm sitting there with my popcorn and my water, sitting on the floor on this. It was a dirt road. It was a dirt road, just sitting there as happy as can be. And Duty got to see Return of the Jedi on a big screen in a drive. And that was Duty's first movie. Yes, it was. Yes, it's a great story. I'll never forget it. 8-year-old Duty. Well, this was the 80s, man, so kidnappings really weren't a big thing, so I was okay. I was all right. I was okay. So, yeah, so then I got out. I walked about a mile. I caught the bus. I got home. I got home very late. I got home like around, this was like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and no one at home said anything to me. No one said, where the fuck were you? I walked in the house. People were sleeping. And I went to bed, and I couldn't sleep that night because all I did was think about Star Wars. So that's Duty's story right there. That's Duty's story for his first time he ever watched. But his first movie he ever watched was Return of the Jedi at a drive-in by himself. Let's go. Let's go.
The highlighted video on the channel if you just come to the channel, okay? So thank you for that. Give it a look. Then we did a Chill with Phil 30 to 40 minute Q&A session where I actually just hung out and just talked with.
There probably was, Beck, but I was so naive. I probably didn't even pay attention to it. I'm not gonna. Back when I was about 12 years old, I kind of was in my own little world. You know what I mean? I was in my own little world doing a lot of stupid shit. And by the way, I'm gonna be honest here. Here's some more Duty lore here. It's a big reason why I'm very religious now. I'm very religious and I'm very spiritual is because I look back at all the shit that I did when I was younger and all the stupidity and the craziness that I did and how I had no one to really kind of watch my back and tell me don't do that. You know, I grew up in a very bad part of town, and I remember being 10 years old. I was about 10 or 11 years old, and I slept over a friend's house, and we decided, oh, you know what? We're gonna go for a walk down the super ghetto at 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? All by ourselves. And then these guys are like, you know what? I gotta go. And for some stupid ass fucking reason, I decided, no, I'm gonna keep walking. I'm gonna keep going because of whatever. And I remember something telling me deep down in my something hit like something really. This is some. I think this was divine. I really do. You might think I'm talking shit. I think this was divine. Something told me, like, I literally stopped, and something told me, don't walk down that road. Don't go down that road, right? Don't go down there. Make a right. Just go back. And I did. I stopped. I took a right, and I went back home. But this was like 2 o'clock in the morning in a really ghettofied neighborhood. It was extremely ghettofied. A lot of shootings. It was bad. So it's a big reason why I look at it back then, and I say to myself, I must have had someone like watching my back, man, because the shit that I did. I was surprised that I either didn't like kill myself by accident because I did something stupid, or end up, you know, in a crossfire or something. Anyway, there you go. That's some Duty lore. I didn't mean to depress anyone, but that's what happens when you don't have helicopter parents. Like I have a big family, so my mom and my dad were super worried about everyone else. I was the middle child, so I got to kind of do whatever I wanted. It was like, go ahead, do whatever you want. You know what I mean? We got to worry about the older ones, and then we got to worry about the older ones getting locked up and getting people pregnant. And then I have a sister, so we got to worry about her. And then I got to worry about the younger ones. So I kind of got left in the middle there.
The audience, okay? Did we do good? We did. $120. But we didn't hit the goal. And that's the problem. Now, why didn't we hit the goal? It's very simple. A lot of people didn't like Mafia. As I said, the entire time we've been playing Mafia, the old country, a lot of people felt that Mafia
Duty Jesus
is a game
podcast
that needed more content or more than just monster amounts of story because it's too many cutscenes and too much stuff going back to back.
Middle child.
And I understand that.
If you're a middle child, put a 1 in the chat. Middle children really get the shaft, man. Seriously, we get the fucking shaft. We do. It's kind of good because it helps you build a little bit of independence. That's the one thing it did. It allowed me to build independence, which was a good thing. But yeah, you kind of do get the shaft, man. You do.
I just wish that people's mentality were a little different. I think what's happened is people have been conditioned in the last decade to want games with insane amounts of content. So even if I'm playing a narrative-based game, they can't even stand it. Oh my God, it's still cutscenes. Oh, then they freak out and they leave.
Oh.
And today,
maybe you're super boring.
Mafia was not good. Seriously, it wasn't.
Bro, you get 150 people, 120 people, brother, to watch your content, really man. Come on, brother.
To pay my bills.
Fusion, never good.
Duty, same exclamation mark. My parents were alcoholic.
Warren, I'm sorry about that. Well, I didn't have that issue. Thank God. I didn't have that issue. It was just, you know, they did their best. I guess. They did their best because they didn't know any better. You know, my dad was busy, you know, when I was very young. Because my dad passed away when I was extremely young. So my dad was busy working at his business. You know what I mean? So he really wasn't around. He was poor. He was uneducated. My dad and both my parents didn't go to school. They're uneducated. You know, my father was self-educated. he was busy working on his business, so he was hardly ever around. My mom, you know, tried her best, but dealing with 1,000 kids, it gets rough. And, you know, that's what it was. And then my father passed away when I was extremely young. And then stepdad came in, and that, you know, that threw in, you know, a different, that threw in a different flavor. You know what I mean? But I'm sorry to hear that about your parents and stuff like that. Mine wasn't that rough. Mine was just, you know, living poor and just having way too many kids.
It was very low attendance for Mafia's conclusion because people just apparently were under the impression the game is bad. Truth is, the game was not bad. The game wasn't amazingly great either. It landed somewhere in the middle, and you can learn about that if you watch my review of it. But yeah, it is disheartening.
Oh God, twins are tough.
I know that the game playthrough was decent, and people just didn't show up. So it was actually good that we made.
That's 100%.
That's $120 on a stream that had low attendance is actually really good.
And by the way, Punk, I'm gonna correct you. He's not demanding $150 from 200 people. He's demanding $150 from 10 different individuals, because that's his support base. 10 people. If we're going to be generous and not say everyone is OIC, he has about 10 people that support his content. Really. So he's asking $150 per stream for 10 people. He wants these 10 people to kick in $15 every single stream, 6 days a week, and it's just not possible. You know, that comes out to what? How much is that? You know, if you demand on average $15 from 10 people, you know, and you want that twice a day, that's $30. That's $180 a week. You expect on average 10 whales to give you $180 a week. On top of that, you expect them to watch your content, be members of your channel, be subs to your channel, watch all your. It's too much. You're very demanding, Phil.
So whoever did show up to that stream and supported, thank you. But we didn't hit a goal.
Oh.
So tonight's late stream, Donkey Kong Bonanza heading into the end game. How do you think that went? At this point, Donkey Kong Bonanza is just a game that won't end. It's a game that endlessly continues. No matter how much I play it, no matter how much I try to turbo through it, we're still playing it. Right now.
Okay, all right. You get the gist of this. It's him bitching and complaining that the game is boring. It's not his fault. He did nothing wrong over and over again. This guy, he's a broken fucking record. He's literally a broken record. I played Donkey Kong. I beat it in 20 hours. My daughter played it. She beat it in 16 hours. It's a good game. It's not the greatest game, but it's a fun, good game. And it's a bit challenging in certain things. I think the bosses are way too easy. Definitely that. But it's a fun fucking game. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like I got my money's worth out of the game. The money I paid for it, I got my money's worth. It's a good game. It's alright. It's fun. You know, and you, brother, you just refuse to put any effort, any energy to make it interesting, to make it... No. You rather sit there and complain and make it boring and talk about buggy mechanics and how the devs fucked up the... What's the thing he's always saying now? Not the flow. Whatever. He says some shit. Oh, they ruined the pacing of the game. That's the new thing for him. He can't bitch about lag and netcode, you know, on single player games. So what he complains now about is the pacing of the game. Oh, they fucked up the pacing. They fucked up the pacing of the game. Pacing, yes. Get the fuck out of here, man. So the rest of this video is him bitching and whining about not hitting the goal, not doing feasting with the pig. He's so sad, you know. And then he does a whale call at the end, which he always does. We know the podcast is going to be him begging hardcore. It's going to be him shouting out for OIC to sell his HRT medication and drop some big money. You know, it's your future stepdad and Lance Catamaran. We haven't seen Lance all week. Where are you, Lance? Drop those subs, brother. Go sell your mom's bra and go and drop some fucking subs, brother. Because Phil needs it, because he has to do feasting with the pig. He has to, brother. He really, really does. It's just continuous over and over again. Let me just move forward and see what he has to say. I'm going to move to the 8-minute mark. Because look at him. Look at that look right there. That look of, I don't know what to say. So I'm going to sit here and complain and beg some more.
I need that money to pay my bills.
Pigpen, brother. How you doing,
DK
brother?
is a few tweaks away from being great in Ho. I'm still playing 30 hours in doing everything I can, and I never do completionist stuff. Feels them around.
Yeah, it does need, like, I think the camera angle is a little bit wonky, especially when you start digging. That's a bit annoying, but other than that, it's good. Like, it's a good, solid game. I like it. I'm having a lot of fun. I don't think it's too long. Again, I think I put 20 hours into it, and I did a good deal of exploration. And, yeah, every game always needs tweaking, but I thought it was good. I really thought it was good. I mean, I don't know what Phil's complaining about. But of course, let's bounce around. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the 5, brother. I moved. I went all the way to the 8-minute mark. Let's see what he's talking about now.
So we didn't do it the first time.
There you go.
What makes you think we're gonna do it the second time?
There you
right.
Talking about support.
So I wish.
What's
that
up,
we would,
CM? How you doing, brother?
It is what it is. So likely tomorrow first stream we're not gonna hit a goal. I hope we do. Maybe it'll be a miracle and some people will come by and support. But
by the way, I just randomly selected that spot. Out of this 11-minute video, I randomly selected that spot. What was he talking about? He was complaining about money.
I'm not counting on it, okay? Tomorrow night's late stream is Thursday night fights, Capcom versus SNK2. I'm going to try to do a challenge set against my old friend Smooth Cat. We were supposed to do this like a month ago, and it all fell through. We tried to do it again. We're hoping we can make it work this time. He's insanely good at CVS2, like ridiculously good. He's beaten some of the best. He actually beat John Choi before and other people, so he's really one of the best. And
King Jong-un in Kick says, I remember when I was negative like Phil. Nothing was ever good enough, and everything was heavily criticized. I was also Moody T back then. Yes, and King Jong-un. The key word in that sentence right there is teen. You were a teen, which is perfectly fine. Phil never outgrew that. He's the same exact way. Like, you could tell he was miserable about everything. Everything wasn't good enough. He gets something that he wanted. It was miserable because he didn't get it soon enough, or he didn't get it on his birthday, or it wasn't exactly the same one he wanted, or they didn't put it in the right package. It just ridiculously stupidity. It is. But I'm glad that you were able to realize that you were that way and you outgrew it. Like most people I think outgrow that. I went through a phase where I was critical about everything as well. I think most people do. They go through a little phase and then they move on because they say to themselves, okay, I'm not going to get stuck in this rut. I'm not going to sit here and be miserable about every single fucking thing. I'm going to try to find happiness in this shitty world. That's what most adults do. Unless you're DSP.
And he's probably going to beat me, but even if I play him and it's a good match and I learn something, then it's worth it, right? I just don't know how the connection's going to be, and I'm worried about that.
Oh, connection.
On the East Coast, and I live on the West Coast.
All right, let's forward to some more. Let's see if he's talking about money again.
Really? We got through a lot of games.
Money. He's talking about money
Mafia.
again.
We're done with Death Stranding 2. We're almost done with Donkey Kong, and we're going to be doing the DLC for GTA 4 soon, which is awesome, right? All that was accomplished this week. We've had many streams where we exceeded goals and stuff, but the way it just lined up, again, having a stream where you exceed a goal, but you don't hit a second, so it doesn't count. Then the next stream, you almost hit the goal, but it doesn't count. It sucked. Like, dead to rights, we should have been at 20 goals already, but it just didn't work out that way, okay? So I want you guys to understand, I'm not frustrated at you at all. It's been a great week. It just sucks that this is why we can't do DSP tries.
Oh, of course, Phil. Of course, Phil. He's not disappointed in you idiots. That's right. No. There's no way he's disappointed in you morons. This fucking guy, man. Yeah, I can see. I mean, like me, I know when I'm not disappointed. Every time I'm not disappointed, I spend 12 minutes hyper focusing on the disappointment. That's what I like to do. I like to do a video dedicated 12 minutes of my life talking about how something is disappointing, right? It's disappointing, but I'm not disappointed in you. Okay, Phil, whatever. This fucking guy. No, it's not for McDonald's. It's for money. It's for money. What he was... See, the thing... All right, here's a little secret. Phil's upset because there were some streams where he made a little bit over $200. And whenever he gets over the $200 mark, he expects $300. Like, he's like, okay, if you motherfuckers were willing to give me $200, then what's an extra $75 or $100? Dig deep, get your mom's credit card, give me that fucking money so that you can give me $300. That's what he's counting on. And when he doesn't get that, it annoys him. Last night on the night stream, he made $74 before he even started the game. And he was super excited because he thought the whales were going to come in and drop super cash on him. What ended up happening? He made $20 the rest of the night. And to him, that's super depressing. That's the issue here. That's the problem Phil's having. So it has nothing to do with McDonald's. It has nothing to do with hitting goals. It's just that $150 mark that he has in his brain. And if he hits $200 and he doesn't get $300, he gets super depressed. Instead of saying to yourself, Phil, or instead of saying to yourself, look, I made $215 for a day. I should be happy with that. Don't forget, Phil, it was less than a year ago. It was a little bit more than a year ago where you were sitting, not even, was it a year? Let's see, no. It was less, no, it was about a year ago where you were begging for $50 in tips and then anything else was just extra. Remember those days, Phil? What happened to those days? Of course, those days are long and gone. You got a little bit of extra taste of money in your mouth for a few months, and now the expectation is $150 per stream, no matter what.
I need that money. I really do. I need that
money. He
money.
Scammed again. Remember the GTA?
Do you think he uses DSP tries it as an excuse to expense all his DoorDash meals for that week?
Oh, well, he did it with WWE Champions. I mean, people say, how did he expense out $5,000 for the bankruptcy? And he said it was WWE Entertainment or whatever. That was the champions. That was the champions. He expensed most of that expense were WWE champions. That's what he did. Yeah, he probably does that. He probably says all of the DoorDash that he gets is part of DSP tries it. Now, if he ever gets audited, right? And if you get a good auditor, the first thing I'm going to do as an auditor is I'm going to say, oh, okay, let me see that video. I'm going to pull up my computer and say, oh, okay, you put this on your channel. What's your channel name? Okay, DSP Gaming. Okay, on this day, you expensed out whatever. Okay, here it is. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos, right? Let me see the receipt for everything that you bought. Oh, okay. Oh, you did a DSP tries it for 10 items? Why is it that you only showing 2 items here? That's what a good auditor would do. That's what he would do. So yeah, he's probably trying to expense everything out. He probably is. Because to him, and that's why he always tells you at the end of the year, he goes on the spending street buying shit for his office and for his stream because it's a business expense. He gets to write it off on his taxes. It makes no sense. It's like people that say, "Oh, you should keep a mortgage because you could take the mortgage credit at the end of the year." How about don't have a mortgage? Pay off your debt, pay your mortgage off, and that way you're debt free. That way every single month you don't have a payment of say $1,500 to $2,000 coming out of your pocket. That's what makes sensible sense. Not hoping that you get a $1,500 tax credit at the end of the year because you have a mortgage. It's just dumb. But that's DSP in a nutshell. What's up, Nitro? How you doing, brother? All right, I think I got everything. I got everyone. Yeah, you know what? Duty's gonna call it a wrap here. I believe that being said is streaming. Are they streaming? Let me see. Let me check it out. I think they're having the podcast today. A rare podcast today. I thought. Let me see. That being said, podcast. Was it that being said? I thought that being said was streaming today. Didn't they have a podcast? I thought they had a podcast. I guess not. Did they change it? That being said, they changed it? Oh, that being said at 1 o'clock. Alright, well, you know what? Here you go. I'll send you guys to that being said. When you get in there, just tell them Duty sent you. Yeah, that's it, folks. That's all I really have, man. This guy, man. Good Jesus. And by the way, Kino Casino, it has been confirmed. Oh, Meerkat streaming. Alright, we go to Meerkat. Hold on a second. Meerkat. I don't think he's streaming. I think he's doing a live thing. He's doing a premiere. Yeah, he's doing a premiere. You know what? Go to Meerkat Mob and show him some love. Do me a favor.
Like 6 times a day. They're busting, squirting, doing ass to mouth. It's insane. I've been there.
Shout out Meerkat.
Fall for dumb shit.
I'm not gonna clip it because I'll let him earn the whatchamacallit. But if you guys can do me a favor, go check out Meerkat. He's doing a premiere. Just let him know Duty sent you guys. Alright, folks. It's been real. I'm not streaming tomorrow. Duty has a doctor's appointment, but I'll definitely be back Monday. Monday we'll be kicking it. We'll be doing giveaways next week. We'll be doing a lot of stuff, right? Monday's the next stream. Now, if I get out of my doctor's appointment early Friday, maybe I'll stream, but more than likely it'll probably be Monday. Alright? All right, any last, words? Nothing? Words? Anything? Any questions? Yeah, he's not streaming. He's doing a premiere of Rare Tricks. It's just a premiere of a video that he's hosting. So it's probably going to be about like 20 or 30 minutes long. So go check him out. Tell him what's up. Tell him Duty sent you. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. And please put some prayers for Duty. Make sure everything turns out well. I'm getting an MRI and some blood work done just to make sure everything's okay. So prayer hands would be appreciated. All right, guys. Okay. Much love. Thank you, everyone. You guys have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. And peace out, everyone.